Now everything's good. Hello, hello. Welcome everybody. We got some different drafting going on today. Right here. This is the David McDarby's Live the Dream Cube is the name of this here. It's a cube that's here for I think just this week before Zendikar releases, as Zendikar releases in 2 days. 1 day, 2 days. Very soon online. Um So this is a cube that's here in this week before. This cube, I took a look at the article about it. To summarize this cube for you, this cube is about plans and about, like, incredible plans. The entirety of this cube seems to be letting you do very silly, ridiculous things. Coalition victory being right here might tell you that. But it seems as though that's sort of the running theme throughout the build. So I'm interested to see what sort of things we can come up with. So if I go... I don't think this shows the Cube Supreme draft. I didn't know this. Oh, that's a... Well, that's not a, that's a different thing. That's a PAX thing. This is the one we want. Yeah, so if I go over here, the idea is that, like, every color combination has, a thing going on. And I'm going to, pull up this article and kind of quick show you that the 11, since that question's been asked. Seems like there's, like, blinky time. Like, with Brago, Watcher, a lot of ways to blink things and things you like to blink. Blue-Black has Ninja Time and Theft Time. Red-Black is a pseudo Hellbent thing, but, like, rather than using Hellbent cards that suck, using cards that are more interesting that work that way. Red-Green is Go Big. Hi, I'm Ruruk Thar. Hi, I'm Sarkhan's on Ceiling. Green-White is Token Zone. Black-White is, basically Life Gain. Blue-Red is the biggins. Seems to be all about casting huge spell. Ultimatums. It mentions, ultimatums down here. Black-green, as you might guess, is Graveyard Zone, but with some of the cooler graveyard stuff. Spider Spawning, Genesis, Tutor Bits. This is my favorite one. Red-White is effectively Boros Reckoner Zone.
Yeah.
So,
the mirror match, where I am the mirror and you're punching yourself.
Yeah, yes. Well, like, Star of Extinction is a card in this, you know?
Ooh,
And,
powerful. All right.
And it's got swans, it's got Stuffy Doll, it's got all sorts. Blue-green is doing a flash thing. Blue-green tends to focus either on, like, a good card or 1/1 counters, so this one uses some more interesting bits like this Glade Muse and some of the more recent powerful flash things. And then the 5-color Dream with Coalition Victory, which was shown on the front there. Coalition Victory being a card that says you win the game if you control land of each face land type and a creature of each color. So, all sorts of 5-color shenanigan cards.
I wonder how they managed to make that not easy, I guess is the way to put it. It's not an easy thing to pull off, obviously, but like at the same time, if they build it with the inherent support of it being possible, it kind of how well do they pull it off?
That's I guess that's what we'll see. Like
because here's the thing, I actually The idea of going into a cube, well, not even a cube really specifically, but a draft in which alternate win conditions are a thing, that's frustrating to me. I don't like that.
To me, I'm fine with it. Like, I hate Thassa's Oracle. Fuck Thassa's Oracle forever.
Thassa's Oracle is a mistake card that is bad and should never have been printed. But
if somebody wants to cast a 8 mana 5-color sorcery at me to kick my ass, and they also need to control either a 5-color creature or a full board, like, you know what? At that point, that could have been like tooth and nail. I don't care. You won the game.
The only concern I have is just how easy it is to pull off. That's all.
Yeah.
Which, given that it's a cube, and depending on how much support they put into it, it could actually be relatively easy.
Well,
you know?
also remember that Coalition Victory has the incredible risk of, if your opponent isn't tapped out, they can just destroy one of your creatures to ruin it for you, so it actually does nothing on resolution.
So there's a full cube list. I'm not going to look through it. I'm going to look for one card. There's no.
I want to point out that there is also one card up there that was listed that is one of my new favorite cards of Unbound Flourishing, of the doubler, of the X doubler.
Yes, X doubler is here. There's a lot of. You can even see down here. There's like other plan stuff. We've got Yarok, the come in doubler. We've got Cass, who casts spells from grave. We've got Sun Forger. Sun Forger is one of the raddest pieces of equipment.
This is the one that this is the tutor for okay, I remember this. Yeah, this thing does kick ass.
That's the cast from library on unattach. And then all right, now you've got,
and is otherwise a relatively like not that expensive, okay, +4/+0 equipment. So
all right, our cards with Dream in them are Dream Eater and Luris of the Dream Den. So
Luris is in here.
Luris with companions have had their change, which makes them a lot less likely to be functional. I'm fine with it. I love companions in limited, actually. It's like, it's the one.
Yeah, no, I just say Luris is in here because it's the only companion I know by name.
Yeah, I would have to assume with blue white being blinky time, like Yorion must be in here too, right? Like,
probably. I'm assuming that's
Yorion's the blue white one that blinks everything you control on coming to play.
Yep.
Anyway,
I do see that they did figure out yet another way to put Brago into a cube.
Of course.
Hey, this time he's actually appropriate, so I'm for it. You know, he's a really good blinking creature. It's just that there's only so much you could do before with that, and now they're built it from the outset to have that. He blinks your entire board every time he attacks, right? Like
I think it's on hit.
On hit, but he's also flying. Yeah, he's like a flying creature though. On top of that, so
yeah, flying 2/4 vigil. He might have another keyword. Anyway, that's the structure of what we're looking at. It is called the Live the Dream Cube because most of its plans are much more over the top compared to a normal draft environment.
Yeah, just looked it up. He only has flying. He's a 2/4.
Okay.
But it is exile any number of target non-land permanents you control, then return those to the battlefield under control.
I thought he had vigilance because I think he can blink himself, right?
Yeah, he can blink himself.
Okay, so that's why I was like,
he has functional vigilance.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, why did I thought he had vigilance? No, he does. So
he has sort of better vigilance in some ways because he still activates tap effects. If that's relevant.
Sort of worse vigilance because sometimes your opponent draws a card off of. No shit. Circle of Verity is a non-combat tapping.
It's interesting because this cube feels very similar to the cube they had up on Arena for a while, the Tinkerer's Cube.
That one, like, I didn't get a chance to stream that just due to time, but that one was a very fiddly cube.
Yeah, like, but basically it feels very much like a depowered version of this because it's only using, historic cards, so it's a much smaller list of cards they can use, but it's very much like we have a lot of plans in here. If you're not following a plan, if you're just kind of playing creatures because they, like, have decent stats, you're going to lose. because everybody else is doing some bonkers stuff that, like, if you can't interrupt or compete with, you're gonna die.
Yeah, the one thing I remembered being very consistent with that cube, the Tinker's one, was that the mana curve was so low. Like, every color had, like, 21 drops.
Yeah.
Like, your plans started so quick, you know, a Soul Warden on one, into an Ajani's Pride Mate, or, of that nature.
So, this one also seems like it's probably a little more dirtily, based off of the concept.
It didn't, you know, none of those were aggro. Even the Gruul bit was like, big, go big.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I figure the quickest thing that exists is probably like, I play a turn 3 Reckoner and my opponent goes, ah, shit.
Stop playing more creatures, I can blast them back sooner.
Okay, we got Bolt in here. Oh, we got different. They finally add arts,
No.
or like, you know, the full arts. Anyway,
Oh, Living Death though.
yeah. So we
I'm
got.
not saying pick Living Death, but Living Death is one of my favorite cards of all time.
Yeah, we
I
got
say pick Live and Death.
we got Living Death. We've got, what else do we have? I just want to take a look at everything we have in here for options. Expropriate is. I don't actually want to be casting this. Not gonna lie, this is like a 9 mana.
This is a 9 mana,
Confiscate.
two thing mind control is what this is, and also
No,
you
it's only
do
a
get
it's
an
only-
extra turn. But
Yeah,
In
It's a
of
lot of
ways,
mana.
It's
It's
a mind
9.
control staple to a
a good old Orin's Thunder.
what's the 5 mana time walk sorcery speed called?
Time warp?
Time warp.
Yeah.
It's those two things stapled together, and then it has the mana cost to show it. So it's not actually that great.
We got Lighthouse Chronologist, who is Time Taker. We've got Viscopa Guildmage, which actually can just perform some infinites given other existing cards on the Game Life
Vishkopa
is Life.
Guildmage is one of the neater guild mages because of, you know how those activations there don't require a tap. You can activate that second one multiple times.
We got Alicia. I'm gonna go with the Living Death because it seems
Yeah.
like the most interesting plan.
So now what we want is a lot of
All right.
put
well,
creature
like-
cards into our
Oh!
graveyard.
Is that Fauna Shaman?
That's Fauna Shaman.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
perfect.
we are in it.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, just like every single turn, just discard card. Like, find another big old thing, put it in our hand. Discard that big old thing, put another thing in our hand.
Oh, hell yeah.
I will note for the aggro likers, I did see Bolt into Chain Lightning.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's really good too. But
Just as like just so that the aggro likers know. So what
I'm going to be sending you my energy for getting this plan to work.
Ooh, signets are in here too.
That's good.
We need to.
I also
this
saw-
sucks to pass that signet, but there's no way I pass Fauna Shaman after
Yeah.
just picking.
If
it,
you picked
so-
up Living Death, you're taking
Yeah,
Fauna Shaman. Yeah.
I did see a card in the previous pack, which I think is likely to wheel. That is slightly in plan. It's the heart. I'm trying to remember what it's actually. The burnished heart. You know, you can.
Oh,
sack it
yeah,
by
the
2
double.
bases
Oh,
from the
yeah.
battlefield. Because you're gonna want some ramp for this deck, because you know you're probably gonna be picking a lot of big monsters that like.
the thing I'm super interested in here is that the cube reports that Gruul is all about biggies. So like if we end
Yeah.
up Jund here,
Yeah. That's a strong combo.
And because we know that there's
cards that are
5
going to mill in here, Grapple with the Pass is probably going to come back, and that's on plan for us. So, Terror of the Peaks.
Terror's not bad. Ambush is also pretty strong.
it's also just a Rakdos signet if we want to start getting the mana going.
The
for
Woodland
the deck.
Cemetery as well is also a
Yeah.
color.
Yeah.
Um,
Hedron Archive too. There's a lot of good cards in here.
Oh, so here's
think-
here's a part of the Hellfire
One of the
plan.
3. Yep. There are 3 Hellfire cards like that, as far as I know. There's the Spite Mare, Boris Reckoner, and True Fire Captain.
There's also Stuffy Doll.
Oh, so that's too right. Okay, 4 things. 4 fears.
So I like a lot of this. Terror is a way to auto win with Living Death because like Terror makes all of your creatures pandemonium.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which is kind of incredible.
I do feel like it's that same situation where it's good but replaceable, and Signet is like not super replaceable.
Yeah, I really like the idea of getting our mana going as quick as possible, and I really like the idea of making this deck Jund.
I'm for it too. Yeah,
Because
it's a good plan. I like it.
you know, they report that all the biggies are here, so let's get the signets going. Let's get and we'll find the biggies to follow. Not gonna hate on Street Wraith. That's the Deadly Tripler.
Yeah, Street Wraith is another one of those where like you can cycle it immediately and then cast Living Death and it comes back as a 3/4 Swamp Walk. Which,
here's a winner.
Can't be blocked.
So just a Taiga.
Yeah, also just Taiga. Street Wraith will come back. It's fine. It's like an alright card to put because at the end of the day, it's really just a creature card in your graveyard for 2 life.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Voracious Hydra is a card that I have cast more times than you would think in the past couple of days.
Sadly, this deck is
It
basically
doesn't work
gonna.
with it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna want to watch out for like cards with cycling, just as a way to get us more stuff in the yard. Like if we, you know, the Living Death or the Living End combo decks, for instance, cycle into a bunch of creatures, then just Living Death out 12 power of, you know, Architects of Will and, or, you know, things like that. I am not worried about finding good creatures. I feel like that's just something that will occur as time progresses. Here's
It's a
Yorion.
cube. The chances of you not finding
Like,
good creatures is pretty low.
Here's the trick. You don't first pick the Terastodon because Terastodon has 12 replacements in existence, you know? I've never worried about creatures in a cube.
I like the brutality here.
Collective Brutality.
That does discard.
Discards. It's good. It's good control piece, you know, for keeping our opponent from destroying us too quickly. It also lets us take things out of our opponent's hand, which could be a very important thing with this one.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about this Karn, and this Karn was really good, wasn't it?
This was Dominaria Karn, yeah. It pluses for draw, minuses for draw off your others.
Minus is to actually draw the card you want, not the land that your opponent gave you.
And then -2s to make some artifact tokens that are generally pretty fun. Here's some more of the 5-color nonsense picks. I like Brutality. I like that idea. Also, Squee isn't unreasonable, as we do have a Fauna Shaman around.
I suppose the Great Henge kind of doesn't work with this deck because if you've done the like pulling everything back out, you've already won at that point. So you'd get like Great Henge wouldn't actually really interact with that very well.
Yeah.
The Doubler.
Whip is another recursion piece.
I like more recursion pieces.
This is
in case Living Death fails us.
This is like your team has lifelink while you have this, and then it gives you the ability to corpse dance a creature effectively. I like that. There's obviously the Thicket. Here's our another one of the Hellfire cards. Roshin Meander and Apocalypse Hydra hanging out here. That's okay. I don't give a shit about this. I did. Verge Rangers is actually a pretty cool card for like white in EDH because it effectively is like a Corsair Crucifix. All right, let's get some biggies. Ooh, Badlands right here. Raise and Forerunners.
That's
other creatures are controlled. The app, okay.
Well, unfortunately,
it doesn't work as well. But it has haste though. It has
haste, and so you're still hitting with a 7/7, which is maybe fine.
Yeah, is that better than picking up our Badlands here? Like, or
I think the Badlands is actually better to get here. Honestly,
yeah. I think we are still. I'm still on team. Let's get all the fixing we can, and let's worry about biggies later.
Right. I really like Raise and Forerunners. Bone Miser is whenever you discard. It's basically a opposite-sided.
It's waste not, but for you and on a creature.
So
rather
like,
than an
it makes it. It lets you do some pretty gnarly stuff.
The Prank Chamber has both.
With the Brutality and the Fauna Shaman, I wouldn't mind seeing it come back, but.
Like seeing a Solemn, that's actually a nice piece.
Also the Primal Hunger, if we need our big thing.
Yeah, the biggest. Here's a Blinky Liker. Okay. Sure.
First time here for Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man. If they're gonna choose an alt art,
Pepsi for TV game.
Pepsi for TV game is a pretty good choice. All right. So now we have like a setup here. I like faithless looting.
I do like. I like this approach of we got the two big enablers early, and then we decided we will see the things that we want to pull out later. So let's get the things that more enablers early, kind of thing.
Yeah. Faithless looting
Pretty
seems like
sweet buster.
another like super nice thing. I don't hate Fiend Artisan. Tomb Robber also is fine.
Fiend Artisan works when you don't have the Living Death yet.
Yes.
Like it's the thing. It's something that will work by being on the board without needing for you to find Living Death because you have no way to tutor that up.
I might go with the looting because I feel like the looting is just
Yeah.
so powerful. Okay, what do you do?
Accelerator. It looks like.
Yeah.
There's
Draw a
that
card.
hidden mana
That's
to draw-
also
to draw
activate for
cards.
drawing cards. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that and the freebooter. Those are the two I like here. Freebooter
Like-
being another
Shaman, importantly,
needs.
that activation is like just works on its face of
Yeah.
he already does it by himself. So
Yeah, let's get some creatures to discard. Oh, thank goodness!
Terror of
That.
the Peaks came
Yes,
back.
okay.
Also, the
More
Woodland
business.
Cemetery came
Yeah.
back. Wild.
Okay,
Sorry.
this is the one card I wanted back because this
Yeah,
means we can
you
just.
take the terror now for certain because you've got fixing.
Yeah,
But
I would have.
Rakdos who were early, yeah. Like,
I-
but
Rakdos
also
would've been a
Rakdos
nice
is back.
pickup
Like,
for-
both of those are back. That's it. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Rakdos would have been a good second pick if Terror of the Peaks was not here.
yeah.
Makes me a little
And-
bit hopeful we'll see some of the other big monsters we passed up on come by.
The tripler is back. This is the. This is a There was a card that would double strike that did this, didn't it?
Yeah,
Like
it was
they
like a 1/3 double strike that did this.
That card was pretty rad, actually.
Grab this. I feel like it's more likely we'll
Probably not.
discard things, but make it not make. Yeah. This is castable. The rest aren't. I don't see a reason for either of these at the moment.
Hey, Pack Rat might be in this.
Yeah, like that's fine. And then, okay, the miser.
Hey, Bone Miser,
Hey, like
you
I
might
said, don't
actually
mind seeing
use.
the Bone Miser, especially now that we have like
Maybe.
the Faithless Looting.
Is that Chromatic Orrery? Okay.
All right,
Godzilla. Just straight up Godzilla is here.
straight up Godzilla. Is this my hidey spot? There's my hidey spot. Okay. Is that hide? No. Okay. Doom Necromancer. What does this friend do? Whenever our creature control fights or off-color signet. Godzilla is just the biggie. Creatures.
Lethal damage dealt to creature you control is determined by their power. Oh, this is inverse Doran, where you
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
destroy their power first. Okay.
Yeah, which like could be just fine.
I think that's what I'm liking the most here.
Yeah, I like
I mean, he's a big boy. He's a 7/7. Then, that's all right.
it's a creature spell with power 4, 5, or 6. Whenever creature spell with power 7. Okay. I've never in my life seen this card function.
Yeah, probably not.
I like the fact that like with Bone Miser we might be able to do some sort of silly combo stuff, like in the sense that like you can discard a land and get 2 mana, so it's like if we get the cycling land back, it's super easy to
Mm-hmm.
do that.
Faithless Looting can turn into just a straight ritual.
Rixmati Reveler, Angereth Rampage, Garrick's Uprising.
I kind of like the Plague Crafter as well.
Yeah, like answer.
Just, as like we can play that and then make our opponent sacrifice something. Then if it's on our we live in death and we living death back a sack an edict as well.
Yeah, I like that. I like Angreth's Rampage is also like a nice answer anything style of card. Wouldn't hate to have to be playing like Reveler as a discard draw.
I do also just on his face like Avacyn's Pilgrim as
Pilgrim.
being a mana dork, you
That
know,
too.
colorless mana dork, but still.
All right, well, let's grab this.
Hello.
I can't pick you.
Aw.
Ravenous Chupacabra is a great Necrotal.
Yeah.
Kolaghan's
Kolaghan's
Command.
Command. Also,
That's-
Wooded Foothills and Bloodstained Mire. We're getting something
Mhm.
back out of this one. That feels nice.
Yep. Yeah, the thing I like about the Chupacabra is that it's, one of the cards that makes Living Death unfair for your opponent.
Right, you just
Because,
kill what they bring
like,
back.
Yeah, you get to bring stuff back, but also I get to destroy the things you bring back. So, like,
Is Grand Coliseum a mana confluence that ETBs tap? Oh, but it also
It has a
adds for
colorless.
colorless. Okay,
Yes.
so you don't have to take damage from it. Okay.
Yep, that's its power. Yeah, Chupacabra. I like Kolaghan. So in this pack, it's like Kolaghan's is sweet, Bloodstained Mire's sweet, Wooded Foothills is sweet.
Salva's all right.
It's Controller, man. Okay, and then like Luris and even Spite Bellows.
Yeah.
Spite Bellows and Heartless Act are also like super, extremely strong cards.
Spite Bellows does a lot of damage to something.
All right, I see
know.
you're finding some.
Big red boy?
Ilharg is the one that attacks and puts creatures in.
Ah, gotcha. Oh, it's kind of a sneak attack, but they go back in your hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Our green right now is literally non-existent. It's Fauna Shaman and nothing. Our deck is.
I mean, here's the thing though. Fauna Shaman's a good reason to be in green.
Yeah. Ooh, that's actually true. Like Undead Gladiator is a way to get, as like if we get that later, is a really good way to both get creatures in the grave and throw, like, control graveyard a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Honored Hydra is just biggie. This is a kill spell that can sometimes draw some cards. Ilharg just kind of works as a backup living death sort of thing, in the sense that it's another big recursive beat that I like.
It is another way for you to use your big boys that you can't necessarily cast in your hand, yeah.
Yeah.
Lets you, it lets you get some good ETBs.
That's the big
as
thing
well.
I like.
Hello, Garuk. Also, Brash Puppeteer Click.
I like Puppeteer. So Puppeteer clicks. So one thing about Puppeteer Click's power, Puppeteer Click, when it enters the battlefield, put a creature from opponent's grave into play, exile it. So this is not only a way to steal things, it's a way to, like, thin our opponent's graveyard and make sure they can't.
Yeah, benefit from the living death if you do pull that off. You're right.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about so many, like, things at 5, but like,
yeah.
Also, every other card I want in here is kind of huge. Brash Taunter is, yeah, you can fight anything with it. It's like, it's a stuffy doll that can fight things.
Yeah, Puppeteer Click, also has the utility of if it's in your yard and Living Death, you get to then take something that was in your opponent's battlefield already.
Yes, I think I'm on the Puppeteer. It's been so long since I've got to play a fun Puppeteer Click.
Yeah.
And that's...
We should really try to stop picking 5s though from now on.
Sure. Well, here's another 5. Okay, Winding Way, Pyromancer.
I'm gonna be real. Somberwald Sage is a card that lets you play these cards just on its face too. It's a lot of mana that it generates.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna do Ilharg there, right? You're gonna want to play that on probably like 4, and then just start pumping things out from your hand in the same way. And then you can then play them again after they're done attacking and stuff like that. Unless, do they go back in your hand at the end step or at the end combat?
End step.
End step. Okay, never mind. But
yeah, I think I like either Winding Way or Sage here.
Yeah.
Just
Winding
'cause
Way is also a good choice, absolutely.
Winding Way lets us keep hitting land drops. Also, the Pyromancers.
I'm gonna go with the Pyromancer as more bodies, and then more things for us to filter through. Oh,
Mhm.
hi.
Hey, Nix Weaver.
Hello.
That sets up the grave real nice.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if we do mill the Living Death, you can just pick it up.
Yeah, Nix Weaver is
Nice
a very
little-
versatile card for what it does.
Nice little defensive body. We were very late on 3s right now. We got
Yeah.
like late crafter. So
Put Godzilla in the...
Yeah, this doesn't.
our plan has gone more wide and fill the yard rather than big monsters.
Okay. Oh, God! Shit, okay.
Everything is back, huh?
So Gravebreaker Lamia tutors a creature to put in the yard. Eternal Witness picks up anything. Combustible Gear Hulk is a hellfucker.
I mean, Lamia is for anything in the yard. You could put like looting in there if you wanted to.
Yeah, you can put looting, you can put, ooh. Like, E-Witness is the one that's most realistic here and not throwing, like, again, another 6 in our deck. Maybe.
Tragically, this pack will not come back to
Right,
us.
I want everything in this.
Yeah, this is a would just scoop this pack and just move on to the next part of drafting. Honestly,
I'm already a little...
E-Witness is probably your best bet.
Yeah. Doom Necromancer is a fine thing. Ransack the Lab is actually that,
Oh yeah, that's a grave filler and also is full control over what you get off of it. So it's a good plan.
Yeah. That's like a good filtery card. Yeah, I'm basically fine with Ransack. Doom Necromancer is also another. Yeah, I don't either, Poke Captain. Like, both Amaket, they were both there already, and now they're not gonna. Anyway, that's. Alright, one more pack we should be getting back, like the huge zone that I'm pretty excited about. Like the Bloodstained Mire and the Wooded Foothills.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is us.
No, it's not.
Our
It's
plan here at this point is to really just get a ton of value, get things in the yard quickly, and then when we Living Dead back everything, including Terror of the Peaks,
Okay.
we destroy our opponent with power.
I'm just gonna grab a Heartless Act then.
Yeah.
It's like this gives us like creature answers. I like Heartless Act more than I like Spite Bellows.
I guess we probably
Yes.
shouldn't assume that we'll
Yeah.
be getting either of those fetches back, considering that there are so many different ways to use those fetches.
Yeah.
You know, so many colors will want those.
I think
I think we are back on the lookout for fixing.
Don't hate
In the next
Commune.
pack.
Hey, Commune's not bad.
Yeah.
That can pick up
Creature enchantment. So
creature enchantment. Yeah, so I don't think you have any
we have
good
one.
enchantments right now. Okay, yeah.
We have one. It's an artifact enchantment.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Nyx Weaver, but that also is a creature, so.
It's also
Nyx Weaver is a creature enchantment. It's pick up on both of those faces.
Mm-hmm. I like having the Gladiator because I feel like cycling cards are, like, again, we just throw some bodies in the yard easy for the Living Death. I want, like, one more Signet.
yeah, I'd love to see. We do not see Golgari Signet, I don't think.
Plain Swamp Forest. Okay, I had a...
That's playable for us.
So it's a Mana Confluence. There's a Celestia Signet below the cut. Nahab.
Seed Guardian creates an XX where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard.
Doesn't trigger... Does trigger off of Living Death while in play.
Oh, I was just saying if you don't even have Living Death, it's
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that
yeah.
actually would function without it, you know?
Right. Same with, like, there's actually a couple things like that in here. The Carrion Grub
Oh
is
yeah,
a
the
lot-
Carrion Grub as well. Yeah.
Mhm.
And actually, Carrion Grub would work better with that plan, honestly.
Yeah, I think there's enough good lands here. We take one of the good lands.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that Mana
Mhm.
Confluence in here just to have, like...
Mhm.
You know,
Anything fixing?
yeah, because it looks like we got this, like, especially like if I want to play this Witness. This is double green.
Yeah, totally.
So some apes.
Apes. That is never been cast in our deck.
Rootbound Craig. Satyr Wayfinder. Mill 4, grab a land.
That's not terrible. It's a
Yeah.
little bit fixing. And it's a way to fill up our yard.
Rootbound Craig over there as well is a land.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm also just the Craig is also just straight fixing.
Yeah. Heart Piercer Manticore is the Sackadoo and then damage to something. Green is our lightest color right now, I'm aware. Red is also pretty light. Honestly, this deck is extremely black. Like, because honestly, this Dismissive Pyromancer is replaceable, and like these two are just things that I want to recur. Black is the main color in this deck to me.
Black is absolutely the main color
and like
in this
it's
deck.
honestly
and then...
the only color. Like at the end, like every other, the others are heavy splashes, which is why I'm not picking up ape because I can't cast an ape. Basically, ever.
If only you could cast that ape.
Who could cast an ape?
Whomst amongst us cast the first ape? Makeshift mannequin. Veto. Izoni the Thousand Eyed. What is that?
Azoni the Thousand Eyes is makes a 1/1 insect creature for each creature in your yard, and then you can sack a creature for gain a life draw.
That's actually pretty dope. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the Pyromancer.
Yeah, I like a lot in here. Mannequin obviously is nice. Llanowar Visionary is nice.
Abrade is strong.
Abrade is just something I'd be fine having. Izoni is like a payoff for having a full grave.
I'm just looking at the rest of this hand though of fucking Urza,
right?
Norn, and Dig Through Time all in here all at once. This is a pretty gross pack.
How much are we willing to play Elish Norn just for being able to put in our yard and then bring back?
Did they include both melds?
They have
angels
to have.
in here?
They have to have.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Well, Gisela is actually pretty playable on her face anyway.
How willing am I to play an Elish Norn with no way to cast it? Pretty willing.
Yeah,
I'm actually for that. If
that sounds
like honestly, like even if you just whip it back for a turn, that still probably wipes out your opponent's board.
Yeah, that sounds sweet. All right, what are you?
All right, I'm for it.
Oh God, it's Gisela.
Oh, Gisela's also a good one to bring back. Oh baby.
What I like in here is actually Archfiend of Ifnir.
Oh, I like that quite a bit.
Oh yeah, you discard cards all the time.
That's a 2-drop you bring back from your yard. You can't cast it, but like
also like this is just like another thing I can fill the yard with, right? So
yeah.
As much as a second, like as much as Gisela would be very silly, I feel like we might not want to go super overboard with
I'm looking forward to the turn 6 of Archfiend of Ifnir into Faithless Looting.
Pelucranos. Also a Savage Lands.
I think Savage Lands is what we got to take here.
Also not gonna. Also, like as far as other cards I like in here, God Pharaoh's Gift, A+, Nightmare Shepherd. Yo, here we go. Love me, again, Spite Mare. We've seen all the bits for this. So sorry, Pelucranos, God Pharaoh's Gift, Nightmare Shepherd. I want some more. I want to be able to cast spells. So. And we already have a lot of spells in this deck, so. Finks. Maw
of Flames.
Kessig Cage Breakers, which makes a wolf for each creature in your grave.
Free time and attack.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. That's a lot of dogs.
Yeah.
That's a lot of dogs.
We also have.
You could just drown your opponent in dogs.
We also have the removal bit of Extinction Event as a
I do like Extinction Event.
Like, especially because exiling is nice for getting rid of our opponent's junk. You know?
Yep.
It's true. Yeah.
We don't want that in their grave. We want it in their gone. And basically, like, I'm kind of liking that. Now
Yeah,
I'm looking at it, like, just as a...
I feel like the thing that the only change that I would have done at any point during this draft is I probably would have taken the Avacyn's Pilgrim.
Okay. Yeah.
As the only thing that I would have done. Also, hey, okay, better.
So
Good job. There you go.
excellent.
Also...
Oh, this has the Blade Splicer precursor golem setup in it? Nice.
Yeah, hold on, what is... Huh. Probably from like a year ago, Commander. I think when that one that had Gerard in it, right?
Yeah, I remember that they printed a trainer card, but I don't remember when.
Yeah, I want to say it was when Gerard existed. Anyway, this is Ramp, this is Mill, this is like the whole deck in one card.
It's everything we want.
This is the enabler.txt.
This is what I meant about payoffs. Like, we already have 1,000 payoffs. I feel like the enablers are more. How do you do?
If the spell was cast from graveyard, as flashback, but it costs 8 to do that. Okay.
Until the end of your next turn, though.
Yeah, it's a full round.
You will be able to untap to do more. So it's not as bad as it seems, but it's still pretty bad.
The odds maker is discard a card, and if a creature hits, then you draw 2 on the hit.
The Gambler. All right, I'm gonna point out one weird option. That's Savannah, so you can play the Mana Confluence Savannah, and you just cannot get out of the way of you have the creature in your, the Elesh Norn in your hand. But all right, fair enough. As long as the thing that does that, but I'm back there. Okay, there you go.
There we go.
Finale is almost every mana, but like if it ever
Nope. Is my connection breaking up?
Am I fine?
You're fine.
Okay, so it's just
It's just okay.
okay, cool.
You are a robot. I'm sorry.
Apologies.
And given that we're right next to each other, basically, it's probably not the server either.
I'm gonna quit on my work VPN.
Stinkweed Imp.
I care about a Stinkweed Imp.
That's a dredge creature. The dredge is 5 too. That's a lot of things in the grave. It's not a bad option. That's a good amount of dredge.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, mannequin and...
Oh. Ooh. All right. I like both of these.
Yeah. The Zoni's looking real strong since we have like 1,000 ways to...
Yeah.
Yep.
Makeshift Mannequin is fun, but as like one of the very few instant speed reanimates, but...
Right, and like we have some pretty powerful things with that.
Makeshift Mannequin is one of the only ways to instant speed, like grab. Okay, yeah, fair. One of the only ways to grab one of the Eldrazi that put reshuffle back in your deck in reanimation.
I want you to. I didn't know this card existed.
Surly Badgersaur.
Oh my god.
I'm still a robot.
You're still a robot.
You are still a little robot, yeah.
Nice.
Hey, that's a 4 cost. That's not something that we're that pull up. Ooh, Dogs or Dragon.
Dogs. Flayer of the... Oh god. Whenever it or another creature enters your grave, play from your graveyard.
If that's in your grave and you have living death, your opponent immediately dies. Because that's any target. That was an accidental part of combo that we didn't know about.
Okay, might want to commune.
There's a lot of cuts you have to do here.
Yeah, holy shit.
What is even the whoa? I like this deck a lot. I can say that. It's complete garbage, but like in a really good way.
Where's my... Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, all right. We've got a lot to do. I'm gonna do my other side build where we build opposite.
Yeah, all right.
I think that'll be easier. So let's start with the core. To me, the core is
Is Living Death and Fauna Shaman, yeah.
Yeah. From here, what cards pay off the core best? Look at
Okay, so
immediately the Prophet.
Skull Prophet, yes. Nyx Weaver, I think, is also in. Eternal Witness.
Yep, I'm grabbing the Cyclers cards. Yes, I did. I didn't stream any of that because I was just like stuff I'm doing at like 2 a.m. on a Thursday or whatever. But
I think Faithless Looting is in too, just because it's a good one-cost, like first turn act to. All right, just gonna immediately start up the engine kind of thing, you know.
yeah,
Plus, it's a lot of cards because the flashback on it means it's total you've drawn and discarded 4. You know?
Wayfinder. One of the things about the deck is we do have to. I want to be pretty careful about the non-creature inclusions.
Yes, because
This one's
actively.
This one's super good because even if we mill it at flashbacks, so great.
Yes,
and obviously,
Living Death is a
We
on
need that
plan.
one.
Yeah,
By the way,
and that's also part of
You're
why
good
you'd
now,
want
yeah.
Eternal Witness, so
Okay,
you can
cool.
pick it back up. So,
all right. Terror.
I want
Terror, yes.
I want Chupacabra in as creature and removal.
Okay.
That's what I would do because like it works best with that.
I think
You wanted to have a go for it.
I was gonna say I think Terror, or not Terror, the Devil that is a Terror of the Peaks on Graveyard ETB is another good one to have.
Yeah.
I think
Flare
Flayer
the
just
Haybound.
because it interacts so unbelievably well with Living Death, you know.
Plus, it's even like if we cast it and it's on the battlefield and then we Living Death, like we did a 7+1/+1 counter,
It has Undying.
Yeah.
it still comes back.
It'll come back and
Yeah.
hit for 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm putting. So here's our setup. We have Graveyard Enablers, payoff things. I guess looting is over here. Let's put these in the. And these are pseudo, like obviously. This is a Graveyard payoff, and here's the like tools of the trade. This is the stuff we want.
Yes.
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is too funny not to. We have a couple good ways to put it in the yard. I might wanted
okay.
like one more for it to be perfect, but like Brutality actually can put it down too. So we've got slots. I think all of these make it. The Celestia Signet is a little bit
the
suspect.
Celestia Signet is a little cute, but also I think that it's worth including anyway, just as ramp.
Yeah, I like it as ramp.
Yeah, that's it's not really fixing in this. It's just here to be a ramp card, I feel.
Okay, so we've got 6 additional slots for like I probably want to get some more stuff in this category.
Yeah. I think the Cage Breaker's too slow. I wouldn't go for that one.
All right, let me
Bone Miser is also too slow, I think.
I'm getting everything visible here. This is just so everything's visible. Like basically if they're like I would want like maybe one more non-creature inclusion that's either like Brutality or maybe Commune. And then I'd want the rest to be like creature payoff setup stuff.
I think I would like Collective Brutality in over Commune because
me too.
that lets us get more in the yard and it lets us. We're a little bit late on controlling our opponent before we murder them.
Yes.
I think Brutality does that perfectly.
On that note, I feel like these two are probably worthwhile includes as like
as creatures that do stuff.
Yeah. They're good ways to just kind of like stall out the board, and they are creatures that get put into the yard, which is also good.
Yeah. Ilarg is big enough to probably make it in here. Like if we're looking at the last 3, I'm thinking like these 4 are kind of the ones I'm looking at. Maybe Mannequin. The rest of these are kind of like either sideboard or different plan setups. Or...
Mannequin specifically is nice with Elishnorn, I guess, is the best quality of that.
Or like
has.
Flayer the Hatebound.
Or Flayer, yeah. It's also good on that.
Or just
certain.
Or E-Witness, it's free.
Yeah, especially because the Makeshift Mannequin, it doesn't have an exile thing when it dies, right? No, so that means that Flayer will just become a undying version of itself, and it'd be fine.
Yeah. Perhaps these 3? The Nightmare Shepherd
Yeah,
is another.
yeah.
The Nightmare Shepherd is a lot better if our creatures were a lot more like this. My problem with the Shepherd is actually that it consumes the resource.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I think
it
that
fits very super well here.
And like we
think the
do
3D
have a
chosen
card
right.
that consumes the resource, but like
but you have better control over it.
Yeah.
My love
And also,
of,
it specifically only consumes it while it's in the graveyard already, and you can choose not to use it.
Mhm.
You know, whereas
love
with Nightmare Shepherd, it does it when it dies on the board.
my love of Kesset Cagebreakers wants me to tell you to put that in over the Mannequin, but I accept the Mannequin.
I
Mannequin
know.
is a good card.
I love dog. I like that dogs. That's some real good amount of dogs.
Dogs is good.
Like the thing is, like I see some really powerful mannequin moves in here.
Oh no, like Mannequin's also good. Like I'm not actually telling you
God,
to not do the
God.
Mannequin, but
We could do some rude ass Archfiend of Ifnir stuff.
yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
for certain. I want to see that happen.
Because it's cycle or discard, so Faithless Looting is just -2/-2 counters on your opponent's board. Undead
Yeah.
Gladiator during your upkeep can just go like flicker, 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 flicker. Collective Brutality, we can just ditch the hand like that. You have this Pyromancer, but it's kind of not around. Fauna Shaman as well. All right, let's get color. Black is obviously the winner here.
Yeah, and as far as the other colors go, you barely even want to cast the red cards. So
Yeah.
you probably only have like maybe one mountain. You've got a lot of red fixing otherwise,
Yeah,
right? Maybe two mountains.
Yeah, we will be including at least one because of the Solemn. I will not be including a
Solemn,
Plains because I don't care.
Yeah.
You
You have the ability to do it anyway. Mana Confluence and Selesnya Signet are right there.
So let's go, like, we've got 13 land slots. It'd be like 6, 4, 3. 6.
I think 7-4-2. I don't think you need the mountains much.
Yeah, mostly like you mostly need a mountain to cast Faithless Looting.
Yeah.
And getting that out early would be nice, but
the green actually is like, I do actually want to cast E-Witness.
yeah, so I guess maybe even
That's why
6-5-3, but
that's why the
6-5-2.
Well, like we have. So if we take a look at our fixing before we add in basics, not counting Solemn, it's a little bit too high up there. Let's go like as far as red sources go, it's 5 already. As far as black sources go, it's 4. And as far as green sources go, it's 4. So red already has a little bit of an advantage there. If we put in 2 mountains, that's 7.
Yeah, and 7 is a nice number for what we have of red, I think. Get that Plains out of here. Stop
it. And black is just like every card in the deck. Like
black are the cards you actually want to be casting with your mana for the most part.
Okay.
You want to cast the Seder Wayfinder and the Fauna Shaman as well, obviously, but like you're good on that, I think.
I also really do like that we are on 17 lands plus 2 signets plus Solemn, because if you take a look at some of the resource loops this deck is like able to do, like we can do some pretty rude E-Witness looping. We have like so much recursion for our creatures. That makes us really resilient in that way. The only thing I feel like I'm missing here is Graveyard Hate. It's actually the reason I want the click in here. So, by the way, since everyone's gonna miss this, Puppeteer Click, not worded how you think it's worded. When Puppeteer Click enters the battlefield, target a creature from your opponent's graveyard, and put it in, put target creature from the opponent's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It gains haste at the beginning of your next end step. Exile it.
Oh,
I have played this card for years. I've played against this card for years. 80% of opponents in paper will fuck that up. It does not die at end of turn. It dies at your end of turn. And because this card persists, it regularly dies on your opponent's turn and comes back and then steals a thing. That thing does
And
stay
that
around.
sticks around until your turn. Right, gotcha.
Yes. So,
That's Puppeteer Click is pretty rad, is the thing to note. It's got cool text on it that makes it weird for people to play against.
And also steal a thing against haste. So
Yeah.
And then of course we have the rudest
Just the board wipe that is there to just say, no, you lose. Sorry, buddy.
the rudest of moves.
We're not even playing the we can only there's only one situation which we can actually cast this card, and we probably don't even want to. So
Yeah, I mean I would if given the I would slam it
course.
just whoomph.
Yeah. If you can play Elish Norn, you do.
I like our sideboard a lot for having things like Extinction Event, Heartless Act, Finale of Eternity as just fuck up the board. Finale in a deck that can get to high mana. This is just kill 3 creatures for 5. So
would you like to play first? Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. This doesn't have green.
If this had the green, we'd be
My God.
fine here. We do have to mulligan.
You'd be
this.
sitting pretty on this, yeah, if it had the green.
I will accept
this is okay.
this.
Better. Just toss the swamp. Perfect.
Yes. Aren't those aren't those board wipes main deckable? Yes, absolutely. But
that's not our plan, though.
I want to advance our game plan first because I don't know what aggro looks like. I'm not going to main deck 3 anti-aggro cards in a format where it looks like everybody's playing till turn 12, right?
Board wipes are not the dream.
It's true.
This is the Live the Dream cube.
They also mulligan too, so.
All right, we're on equal footing then.
All right, this is a pickup for 3, so the moment we untap, we are able to do the thing.
Oh, buddy,
yeah.
Here we go. Now we're talking.
I still will Nyx Weaver.
Oh yeah. You don't actually act. Okay.
Well,
that
get right in the yard.
can. That could be.
Raise more puts something back in the hand, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna go
Discard the Ilhar. Go grab Solemn.
I'm actually thinking I want to go grab Kite Sail Freebooter to get knowledge on them.
That's what I was thinking. That freebooter
Okay.
can play right away.
Get the Freebooter. Let's find out what our opponent is on. Let us learn.
Sounds like a plan. What was the Demir thing again? This was ninjas, right? Yeah, okay,
Ninjas.
Yuriko.
I see.
And Gunty.
I see. Oh wow, recursive Gonti. Ooh. Anyway, we get a Vraska's Contempt out of that, which A+.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's an exile. That's actually a good way to deal with our deck. So.
Yep. So, okay, good answers. Good answers to good questions. Move it along. Next turn, if I draw land, I will just end step Mannequin, then it'll throw in E-Witness and do some... Whenever a ninja deals combat damage to a player... Bob with your opponent losing the life. Okay.
Yeah, gotcha.
I want to draw untapped land right here.
Same here.
I ain't gonna say
It's
no
not
to
untapped
that.
land, but it's
Right,
it's a good thing to have in our... Yeah, this is time to
Let's start working
start.
that up.
That is actually why I thought that Solemn would be a good option, but fair enough.
Well, we don't have the 4th land anyway for Solemn. We couldn't cast it.
Right, yeah, I'm dumb.
If it was, if we could grab Signet or something, that'd be a different story. No, fly right.
I apologize. Sometimes I have to remember that I'm an absolute moron.
Cards have text sometimes.
You wouldn't believe it, but they do.
All right. Keeping an eye on cards from our opponent. That's another island. So here comes the Gonti turn. Gonti is dangerous.
Gonti is a good card.
Gonti's gonna take one of our things.
Yep.
And Gonti can steal an Elish Norn right here.
Okay. So if
I
you
don't even know.
Yep.
Well, we could figure out what it is if we just actually follow Shaman and let's see what our deck has.
It's true. All right, let's go ahead and mill. Perfect.
Okay,
Alright.
Taiga.
Mill
nice.
2 lands, draw land. All right.
Do we discard the E-Witness to search for something else?
So my thought there is that I can end step Mannequin, jump in the
Yeah.
E-Witness,
Mm-hmm.
and like,
And then they block it and they're like, free value, and we say, cool, living death.
yeah. So, and also like makeshift Mannequin up lets me, in case of fire, block an attacker.
Yeah.
If we're going to be preparing for the living death, you probably want to. And we want to Fauna Shaman something up anyway, though. If we can't do the E-Witness, if we're not going to do the E-Witness, right? But
Yeah, the thing with the E-Witness is that the E-Witness is always gonna have something we can grab. All right, so we've seen most of their plays here.
hello.
Okay.
I see you are also a big boy.
Okay, so I like
I
our opponent not having a board. If they attack,
That was our exile. That's what they stole from us. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's still like, okay. So if we can kill that, that's actually really good.
Yeah, that's A+. That goes in our yard.
They should have post-combated that. The reason I say that is that this is a deck that can threaten a Gonti attack really nicely.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and Ilharg.
Yeah.
They can't target it because they're tapped out, so that's good.
And if we mill a good creature, I can always just pick it up and slam it down. Like,
Yeah.
Satyr Wayfinder, grabbing a Signet off the top.
Signet lets you cast Living Death is an important thing.
Yes. All right.
And also still lets you cast E-Witness, right? So
Yeah. All right. I'm going to bounce E-Witness into play.
E-Witness comes into play attacking, right?
It comes into play attacking, yes, but it also comes into play attacking and grabbing makeshift Mannequin.
Yeah.
Or a body, like, if we want a Fauna Shaman. Nope, you got flying. Whenever you, okay? Yeah, E-Witness, that's cool. And I'm gonna grab, just grab a land here?
I wouldn't mind just grabbing a land here, honestly.
I think you're better off with the Mannequin just because you have the you don't play over 5 mana anyway, right?
Yeah,
so
that's true. That's true.
You have the Signet
would be
here to do
mainly-
the final thing.
Yeah, the main thing there is that then, we'd be able to, Signet and then still use the Mannequin, but then again, the Mannequin's in the yard, so we can't.
Ooh,
So,
They're just taking it.
that is incorrect.
yeah. Cool.
Okay. I like the idea of just playing the Signet and then actually end step discarding the Eternal Witness,
Yes.
Yeah.
grabbing something else.
Cool.
And we also have, like, Nyx Weaver activation if we need to do something there.
Yeah.
My hope is that this turn our opponent can discard a bunch of stuff to kill all of our board.
Yeah, maybe they didn't realize Ilharg bounces and they thought it killed.
Yeah, like it's axe to the yard.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, wouldn't be the worst case for us either, but now we get to do the yard while getting something else.
Oh, this is good
They
shit.
had a free block on the witness too, right? Gonti's a 2/3, isn't it?
Gandhi is a
And
2/3 with
1/3.
Death Touch.
Yeah, like they didn't realize they put into play tapped and attacking. I don't know.
If we pick up the Confluence, we have double white for. Ooh, now you're thinking. Now you're thinking.
I'm already very glad with how the Nyx Weaver is working. It has actually done some good work already.
Yeah, and it'll keep filling the yard as time goes, just to get Living Death more and more. Okay, I'm happy with them tapping low in any way. If, like, that seems great. Because it's gonna make this is just like stuff that's gonna make Living Death look better, right? Like.
All right, so what are they targeting with that? Is that gonna be the Fauna Shaman? Because if they target
they might just kill Ilharg.
Might kill Ilharg.
Yeah, they might just be killing Ilharg.
Nope.
No.
Freebooter.
Okay. Freebooter.
Until it leaves the battlefield, sure.
Do they have a way to sack it?
I don't quite know what their plan was there.
By the way, if they
we got a 2/3 with reach.
maybe they have a sack. Evoke a
Shriekmaw.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so that's killing the Fauna Shaman, right? They
should.
My guess is killing Ilhard.
You should not suffer a Fauna Shaman to live, dog.
Yes,
You
yes,
shouldn't do
yes,
it.
Ilharg.
Yep, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so now Living Death is going to be even better.
We will not use that ability. Thank you.
No, I'm good. You're tapped out.
So, okay, do you put in the... Do you go ahead and just grab the devil here? Because it's going to kill them the moment you do Living Death.
I think you grab the devil. Well, that we do also then need to get a land so we can activate Fauna Shaman.
I'm fine with like. Actually, maybe we have. Also,
the big things
if combat happens, we just block.
Yeah. Yeah. We
Yes.
get more things. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Wow. So we just
take 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and. Ooh, that's not gonna kill. I want Fauna. Actually, no, I don't want Fauna Shaman dead.
No, I want Fauna Shaman to be able to activate, I think. Because what we want to do is draw a land, activate Fauna Shaman to put like whatever we searched this time into our graveyard, and then Living Death. And that should kill our opponent.
Discard. Just grab Flare if we draw an untapped land, the game ends.
Yeah, pretty much. That was my thought as well.
Yeah, the other choice would be grab Undead Gladiator, cycle it, and just have another body for here. But it's more likely we're going to draw a untapped land. So yeah, all right. Flare.
All right, come on, untapped land.
Terror is effectively the same thing as Flare. Perfect.
And there it is.
Perfect.
Okay.
There we go. Great.
So discard Flare.
Get nothing. We could fail to find here. Not sure about anything else that we have.
Sure, there's.
Are there any free counters in this format?
There might be a free counter, but at the same time, I feel like I guess if that's the case, you may as well grab something.
What do we not care about our opponent knowing we have? Like, I feel like Skull Prophet makes perfect sense for us to have and doesn't give any information.
Sure. All right. I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't think... I feel like betting them on having as the final card left in hand being Pact of Negation. I don't know. There you go. You lose. Congratulations.
But it didn't. I'm just gonna pick a Living Death.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Flare?
Flare,
Sorry,
did
do
you
not
not
work?
activate?
Flare? No! Oh no, they don't come from the grave!
It has to be on the plate.
that
It has to be
fucking-
on the
oh,
board.
They come from
right.
exile! Shit! No! They come from exile. Yeah. We should have grabbed Terror.
All right. Well, that's
Okay, well...
Okay,
all right. Well,
hey,
that's knowledge to have. That's knowledge to have.
yeah,
now.
I always think about it the other way, where it's you exile in
Right.
play, but no, it's... Anyway, I will activate
Exile the yard,
the...
sacrifice, put on the bat. Yeah, okay. Cool.
Yeah, no, I don't... Fine, that's fine. Okay. Give the Living Death back. Yes.
I was so convinced that was going to work how I thought it
Yeah,
would.
no, because it exiles and then comes in, and then...
Yeah,
Yep.
I know. I get it now, but damn.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a free time to learn it, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the chance to change your deck between rounds, right? So
Yeah.
Give our opponent back a Veracity Contempt, yeah?
Yeah,
So, we're losing one of our creatures to exile.
probably Flare, because that card has...
Probably the
Unbind.
Flare.
If they don't kill Flare, I untap and they lose. They have to kill Flare on our turn right now, because I will Mannequin, and then they'll take a bunch of damage.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, Terror in the Peaks in the Yard.
Yeah, that's what we're going to go for here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab that right now.
Actually, what if you cast Living Death again?
Wait.
Because you have
yeah, if your opponent dies
yeah.
there.
It will also go ahead and get rid of whatever's left in their hand. So doesn't give them any more information. I feel like Living Death again's actually the stronger move.
They do get Gaunty back,
I guess.
but like, so that means and because of AppNap, it means like they will get to look at 4 more cards in our library and take and see them. Taking it's not going to matter, but
Please. Uh-huh.
yeah, just yep.
Totally. I do think this means that we remove Flare from the deck. It doesn't interact with Living Death like we thought. So
No, not nearly worth it enough. So we put dogs in.
Counter.
yeah, sounds like dogs.
Reman.
Ooh, okay, all right.
Okay. Turn
down,
wasted.
okay.
Gotcha.
You got it, boss.
You have one more draw.
Terror will deal like 1 billion damage to them on the resolution of Living Death. Let's put some creatures in their yard.
I mean, if we are worried about that, we could. Oh, they've discarded islands anyway. Never
How
mind.
much mana are we up to now? Oh, okay, we're good.
Just another champion alerts. Yeah.
Cool. Just show us more information. Like
Thanks.
you have to discard both the cards you draw. So great, thank you.
This card's sweet. They
Trying
can
to even out the information game, I guess.
Chupacabra and Sublime Epiphany.
Sublime Epiphany. Oh damn.
Were you wondering if we could Makeshift Mannequin and Living Death?
Yeah, I was wondering if we could Mannequin back our freebooter, and then Living Death after that.
Well, they're out of cards.
So
we just do this and they die.
all right, this time will be different.
Yeah.
I love this deck.
This is so
This is
good.
a deck in which we resolved Living Death twice. Look at that board! This is a board for geniuses.
All right. Yep. Targeting you. Targeting you.
Oh, New Witness came back, so we get to put
targeting you.
Living Death back into our
Targeting
hand.
you. Targeting you. Targeting
Get rid of the Sower,
Sakashima
yeah.
student. Everything else went on the stack. No. Targeting you. Targeting Living Death.
This is exciting.
Now your opponent gets to put their. All right, go ahead.
Welcome to Magic as intended by Richard Garfield. You know, I think we lived the dream in game 1, round 1.
I'm very for it.
And I'm excited because I think we're going to keep living this dream. It's not like we had a hand that was particularly set up to do this perfectly. Like,
No,
we
we
Fauna
mold.
Shaman.
We mold.
Yeah, we mold to
with Fauna
6.
Shaman to do a bunch of bullshit, but like,
Yeah.
But yeah, so
it really felt like it happened very naturally.
the flare is an
You
easy
only have
cut.
6 cards left in deck.
I know. We that's a.
We do need this to work.
I mean, there's no way it's not going to. They're dead.
Yes. I'm just saying.
Well, Ilhard kind of prevents us from
Oh,
losing.
we have
to
10 left. They were
Oh,
they were
yeah.
on Gaunty.
Yeah.
They were on Gaunty
Also,
sugar.
Ilharg absolutely does technically prevent you from milling
Yeah.
out anyway, because you can just keep on putting him on the top third.
All right. Let's get ready to dogs.
Yeah.
Bark, 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 bark.
Bark jams.
Do I care about anything else against this opponent? Like, do I want spot removal against ninjas? Do I want? Is that more important
Spot removal against ninjas is reasonable, but also the only ninjas we've seen them have, and that was like digging through all but 14 cards of their deck,
than?
was Sakashima's student and Yuriko. That was it.
Yeah. And
I think
Yuriko's
they're-
very good on the first hit, very bad past that.
Yeah.
What about Finale? They actually showed a lot. Well, I want to fill their yard again. That's like the opposite of the.
Gaunty was the most actually concerning card that they played.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the important thing here. Of which spot removal is nice against Gaunty, so
I think we saw a number of 4-drops. I don't mind bringing that extinction event.
yeah, we don't really play 4s, so that sounds like a complete.
It'll hit our. It won't hit signets either. It's just our. So we
just creatures.
have to control it a little bit, but that's fine. We can do that.
I think Extinction Event's a good include, yeah.
Because Extinction Event gets rid of like Sword Temptation and Gaunty, and those are things we do not want our opponent to have.
Yeah.
So. Oh, and we saw them have Chupacabra and stuff. We've seen plenty of 4s that I think make that Extinction Event pretty good.
Collective Brutality lets you get rid of terror like the moment you play it, but that's the only thing.
This is
it
a very
has.
we're on the play.
This is a very defensive. I can check the game log. Chose to play first from the opponent.
Okay.
We are on the draw.
You are on
Sorry,
the draw,
sorry,
which
we're on
I
the
think
draw,
this
sorry.
is keepable. Yeah, if you're on the draw.
Gives us the Brutality, and we can discard to for the terror to kill a creature and get something out of our opponent's hand.
Okay.
Ugh, okay.
Again, we
Come on,
have
lands.
control pieces, so. Okay, I'm not gonna
Okay.
brutality.
Alright.
Well, I want to wait on that for obviously a in-play
Yeah.
target.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This
for
is
the
going to
clip.
be-
good.
This is going to be a this is very much going to be a hand in which we kind of just wait until we can do stuff.
And that's fine. I think we found the
Hello,
discard.
Elish Norn, another thing to discard.
Found
Yeah.
the discard.
Now I think I'm fine discarding 2 things from this hand if we wanted to, drain 2. That's a third thing on
Yeah.
Brutality, right?
You could
Obviously.
go all the way down to 3 because Playcrafter also would make you discard. So
Nothing. Just. Well.
there you go. Okay.
Thanks,
Perfect.
Undead
Fine with
Gladiator.
me.
Yeah, Playcrafter sacks itself. We don't discard a Playcrafter unless it's killed in response.
Yeah, fair.
In which case it's a 2 for 2? A 2 for 2, I think.
Mhm. 5?
Okay, 5 mana Conjurer's
Hmm.
Closet.
Alright. We saw some good ETBs out of our opponent's stuff, so that's not
Were
bad.
they off white for any part of this? I don't think so. I think they're just doing black, blue, and doing that stuff. Okay. What's our plan here? Do we just rip their hand apart with Collective Brutality, just forcing them to discard instants or sorceries? They probably, honestly, what it is they probably have a counter in hand or remand or something.
Like, do we? I kind of want to see their hand. I kind of want to know what we have going on.
Yeah, if that's the case, do you even want to do the escalate? You want to escalate at least once because you want to get that.
You know what?
Elesh Norn in the
I
grave,
just
but-
want Elish Norn in the grave. I think we're.
Yeah.
I think let's do that, and maybe we can even play Crafter for them discarding, right? Like,
Mhm.
Yeah, if we see they have a bunch of good stuff.
so let's
Thing
go.
is, you can do this. Yeah, okay. You can choose. All right, you have to choose.
We cannot
individual
do
points.
3.
Yeah, I would love to do that first one 3 times. That would kick a ton of ass, you know.
I want to know their hand right now. That's actually quite important to me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Shriekmaw, Champion of Wits, Necromancy. Okay,
We
they
just-
want to discard. Actually, they've got the Necromancy in hand.
We also whiffed.
Bummer.
Hmm. Shit.
Is that also targets your opponent stuff or controller only?
It's a grave.
Well, guess we're gonna cast Extinction Event targeting at odds.
Yeah.
Considering that's
Mhm.
definitely coming out on their turn.
mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna keep that Plaguecrafter as a way to edict it if they do that.
Oh, true.
Mhm.
It means that we will have to discard if we play Playcrafter.
It's not a problem.
Which is
Just
fine.
discard the terror.
Yeah,
like,
we,
it's in
we
their
actually
hand.
want.
If they play Elish Norn, then our Playcrafter is going to die before the trigger happens.
Okay, this is good for us because of Puppeteer Click.
Mhm.
Like, I get to steal a Chupacabra. So Champion of Wits. They drew a land.
Oh, I can see some really gross stuff that we could do with Puppeteer Click, and if they have the Elish Norn in play, because it's going to kill the Puppeteer Click, then persist it again, so it gets another trigger on it.
Yeah,
Yes.
basically
So
just
then,
use
you
double
could
trigger
then
all at
target
once.
the
Okay, so
So,
here's,
with the
here's
first one-
Here's the most obvious play in the universe. Does Necromancy...
Yeah, you take your opponent's Elish Norn that they discarded, obvious. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, holy shit.
All right, so,
Okay, so what we could do... And this
I
is...
think what you would do, in my opinion, it's...
Oh shit, they're gonna draw 4.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of draw.
Yeah, they're gonna draw 4, discard 2.
They're currently building their graveyard better than we are.
I think we just Extinction Event on Odd.
It sucks, 'cause I want that Elishnorn Grave.
Yeah, but like...
Well, let's see what they give us.
Okay,
Yeah,
so here's
fair
the thing, though. If you Puppeteer click, right, it's going to die when entering the battlefield to Elishnorn's trigger. Well, not trigger, but like state thing. But you can still activate and grab the Ravenous Chupacabra, targeting the Elishnorn, and then the Puppeteer click will come back in as on Persist, and you can target something else with it. And can you actually... You wouldn't be able to target the Elishnorn because it wouldn't be in the grave by the time the stack comes up, right? So, but...
Correct. I should be able to Puppeteer click... but the other thing with the Puppeteer click line is that it won't exile the targets.
Right.
I think I just want to Extinction Event here.
Yeah.
Rough, but fair enough.
Like, because, like, the alternate line is I Puppeteer click and I can kill both of these. Like, that's
Yes.
easily doable. But...
It won't exile them. Or won't exile the Champion of Wits, at least.
How close are we to killing them if we just revive the grave? 5, 4, 5. Maybe the Puppeteer click is...
Actually, yeah, maybe actually just by killing your opponent by swinging at them next
No,
turn.
I'm thinking Terror of the Peaks. Like, they...
Oh, right, yeah. Okay.
So, okay. Let's go this line. So, Puppeteer click.
I love the idea of using the fact that they played Elishnorn from your grave against them by getting 2 activations of Puppeteer click immediately.
Yeah, okay. So, I'm going to target... Hold on. We're going to put Persist on the stack. And then this on the stack for Chupacabra.
Wow, my brain like blanked out the Chupacabra existing. That makes this entirely different. I don't know how I missed that one.
And then
Seeing the Chupacabra enter their like graveyard is the entire reason why I like this play. You
Yeah.
know?
we kill the Elishnorn.
Yep.
Yep. And then I'm going to go ahead and Persist, keeping the body.
Yeah.
So from here, we can exile, like, one of their bits.
I
I think
like,
having Ghoul Lich is the card that they want to have is the thing, right? Like,
So we just exile that.
yeah, I feel like it. They're playing that card, which means they're playing a deck that
So-
uses having Ghoul Lich.
yeah, my other thought was there was to just bring back the Chupacabra.
The Champion would have been a good option, but they could just eternalize it and get it back anyway as a bigger creature, and like then
I want it off the board, too, so that they can't repeatedly blink it. They can't blink the token. The token is a token.
Yeah.
All right. So this
They
also...
could try, but
All right. Okay. The only issue I have with this line is that I wanted to somehow discard this Terror.
yeah, and we'll get the chance to do that. I mean, we could just play Playcrafter and do it.
No,
so like it's not.
No, Playcrafter will only let you discard if you fail to sacrifice. It's not a choice.
Oh, okay.
That was, yeah. Oh god, repeated Gaunties. Sure.
yeah.
All right. Well, then you can choose. You can Extinction Event targeting even here if you wanted to.
Hoping we see another play from our opponent here, so we can get 2 things out of it. If not, we can just easily get rid of Condi forever. That's
I mean,
one of the
that
best
is a full
recursive
exile
pieces.
target. Yeah.
Yeah. So
The problem was that I ordered things that let the Puppeteer click persist with the Elishnorn dead. I was trying to... I did triggers in an incorrect way to discard the Terror, basically, and that is going to cost us.
You can play that.
Just-
No, you can't. Never
No,
mind.
I don't.
It's
I
double
don't
red.
Everything's
Yeah,
double
sorry.
red right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Never mind.
Combat? Attack?
Puppeteer Click is flying, because they're actually going to have a trouble with killing it.
And then I'm just gonna Plague Craft here.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Part of is a remand, so this is the safest play.
Right, because they can't. If they remand Extinction Event, like, it works.
That gives them another Gaunty activation, because right now they actually have 6 cards in hand.
Mm.
Okay, so now the thing thought I have here is Puppeteer Click's in your grave. That means you have more activations of it with Living Death.
But the problem is all of their creatures just come into play.
Yes.
But
you can kill one with the...
They'll actually all die to Elish Norn, won't they?
Not Gaunty.
Not
Gaunty, but most of them will, actually. And then, if you do that, they'll go back into the grave before...
They got a Re-Witness.
Well, if we can kill that.
Okay. Conjurer's Closet, is that
it's a steal. It's a steal. You're under your control, so they can E-Witness 1,000 times here.
Oh boy.
Actually, if the
honestly, I may be fine with like going for Living Death here if they play Gaunty.
Yeah, because
then we can steal our Gaunty.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can steal 2 more cards, then we just Living Death, and then Gaunty's
odd
ours.
Choice not to just take the.
Yeah, not to get back Elish Norn again, but okay.
Give me Faithless Looting right now.
Looting would be bonkers right now. Yeah, that'd be the game.
I have an Undead Gladiator.
That's true.
If I think...
I just realized that our opponent's name is Tube Dog. It's a really good username.
If I think that... No, I don't think I can afford it. I have to draw a land. And if we fail to draw the land, things go horribly wrong. So I think I just need to not upkeep stop for the Gladiator. It sucks, but I need to... No. Let's stop on my turn. Let's see if we can just get it here. So upkeep, discard Terror. I want to draw an untapped land here.
Come on, lands. Archfiend of Ifnir is not a land.
That's
I mean, if you're going to be playing
extremely bad for us here.
I guess the thing is, though, is that if you're going to be... If it's theoretically possible to survive one more turn here, Undead Gladiator and Archfiend of Ifnir do both cycle. So, like, you can force maybe grabbing the... Because, like, if you do get the cycle up another land, you'd be able to do it again with Undead Gladiator and so on and so forth. So you get a Harg in there as well.
I'm not worried about survival. I'm worried about, like... advantage.
I think that if we can get like Archfiend and Ilhog into our graveyard for next turn, our opponent's dead on the spot.
If we can resolve Living Death, yeah. If we resolve Living Death, I think the game ends.
Because like at this point, we've seen Remand, we've seen Sublime Epiphany. They probably have one of those 2 in their hand, and they're just keeping because they know that's the important thing they need to hold on to.
Yeah. If I were them, I don't know if I would do anything else here. I would not want to... I would maybe keep blinking the E-Witness. I want them to not have Epiphany up. I want them to tap low.
I would probably get back the Necromancy so they can flash it in to steal like Elish Norn before Living Death dead resolves.
Which won't like work in the sense that it won't be like in play, but like they can't steal it and keep it.
No, but they can steal it and keep us from having it.
I think they figured out.
Does Conjurer's Closet make it so that exiles back entering the battlefield back under your control?
Yes. Yes.
Really? Huh.
I think most of that was an absent store card. Yeah, I think most of those cards did that.
They've changed how they do that sort of thing like 1,000 times. Like there's no consistency in those blink effects. There's blink target creature control. There's blink target creature you control and own. There's blink target creature. There's return it instantly. There's return at end of turn. There's return at your end of turn. There's return it like your upkeep. There's return it under owner's control. There's return it under your control, like
There's phasing.
yeah, it's it's 1,000 ways of doing it. All right, we're just gonna see if we can resolve living death here. I didn't draw a land. Damn.
What if our opponent's just been stealing all of our lands? Like that's been their big play here.
They don't have Supreme up, so
If they have remand, then that's like a
that buys a turn, but they're not like pressuring. Oh my god.
Oh,
okay.
or
we
just
get it.
works. Okay.
All right, cool. Well, if you insist.
I'm very surprised that just worked. Okay.
Yeah, they don't have a board now. I'm just gonna.
How about Gonti is ours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Or you just win the match.
Yeah,
Sure.
fantastic,
Why not?
Cool. All right. Hey, listen. Here's the thing: is I only draw lands when I don't need them. If I need lands,
Oh yeah.
they literally hide in the deck as far away as possible.
Yeah, you
That
have to
did
understand.
mean, however-
Oh, hold
Yeah.
on. Cancel.
Oh yes.
Right.
Cancel.
Yeah.
I was a
Uh,
little
Alright.
worried that there was another card on MTGO that just didn't fucking work like the way it's supposed to in Magic the
but
Gathering.
living death is actually the weird one. And it's,
Right,
It's,
but no. The rules worked exactly as they should. Our card evaluation fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah. That is our own mistake, and that's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put Extinction Event in here as a way to keep things rolling. Yeah, our clunky deck with another Wrath. I'm happy that worked.
That was the fact that actually went through is pretty incredible. I guess they might have actually been a very hello.
They should again.
Yeah.
They could have avoided that by picking up Undead Gladiator by I think that's
They basically, they didn't really see. They were basically just like, let's just keep stealing stuff out of their. You know what they might have been doing? They might have been looking for living death. Maybe that's
Hello.
why they kept using Gonti's abilities. They figured like if they keep looking through our entire deck, eventually they'll find living death and take it from us, and then we'll lose our powerful plays.
yeah.
Not just hoping we didn't have it in hand already.
Unfortunately, opponent, we had it in hand from the very start.
Greed Lord detected, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and Fauna Shaman here, and we can Fauna Shaman away on the Gladiator, go find whatever.
Yep, and place Wayfinder. The same
Also,
turn.
who gives a shit about field? Our deck has Elishnorn.
Yeah.
Elishnorn that you can makeshift mannequin back in if you want
Yeah,
to.
this isn't this isn't Jund. The moment you see field, that's not 3-color. Come on. This is 5-color flat.
Yeah.
Like
This is the Greed Lord.
this is 5 colors. They're getting their different names by having 5 different basics. See? You must understand.
And for who it's also playing Elishnorn, then that sort of balances things out.
All right, I want to play Signet, and then end step we can discard something.
At this point, probably the Wayfinder.
You can actually decide instead to cycle the Gladiator, and then
Yeah, I care so much more about getting the Signet down than I do the Wayfinder.
yeah.
I mean, my thought is to discard the Wayfinder here because we don't really need more lands.
We have 6 right now.
And we do want to get like our.
Golos. God, I'm playing a standard deck.
Yeah, you're playing against. Yep.
Okay, so what are you grabbing?
What if we just grab like Terror of the Peaks and beat them down? Since we can cast that next turn.
Oh yeah, you could just cast a dragon, I guess. If you wanted to just do that. That weird move of playing a card from your hand.
Yeah, we can also grab like Chupacabra, kill this.
Yeah, I would
That
not mind
too,
doing
yeah.
that, because considering that they will be able to activate that soon. That's maybe the best play we have.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't want to leave that around. The thing we'll have to think about is grab it sooner or later grabbing, and then this is going to grab some other cool land.
This is gonna be grabbing swamp or forest, right?
Oh my
I
god.
can grab any land.
Oh really?
Any
Okay.
land. Yeah, it always
Land.
tutored field. It literally always tutored this piece of shit.
Yep.
You grabbed this, and then you had 3 of them because this card ain't legendary because somebody hyper fucked up. If this card was legendary, that would fix every issue I have with it.
Yeah, totally. They did rush grab Swamp. Well, okay.
Grab second field. Yeah, look, I know I've played against it before. I know how that card works. Just grab a second field. Easy. I like the Puppeteer click draw.
Oh, that's great. Yep, fantastic.
How
And we
about
have
Golos
Beacon
is
Golos.
ours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they can't get it back ever. It's gone forever.
Yeah.
All right, no attacks with Fauna Shaman. I want to have that activation ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gladiator can eat it this time.
Yep. Puppeteer click for Golos. Go grab any duel we got. We don't have anything like super cool or like a Volrath Stronghold, but gotta imagine us with a Volrath Stronghold.
And then they just slam Forest in there from their hand right now, and just like that next turn they play Coalition Victory.
They have to have 5 colors of creatures somehow, so
I think we want to
Alright,
grab
yeah.
the. I think we probably want to grab the grab Elishnorn with Shaman at this
and
point.
start getting that in the grave so that we can like mannequin away their field of the dead.
That's my thought, is that they are about to have their 7th land
There
and
it is.
start getting 2/2s.
Motherfucker! I was joking.
No, this is what they're actually doing.
No.
If they play a 5-color creature, I'm going to grab any way to kill it that I possibly can in like panic mode, right? Like because they just
Here
play.
comes Niv Mizzet.
No,
They tap colorless, so no.
they're gonna grab down like a freaking Transguild Courier. What the hell was that move?
What?
What
Sorry,
happened?
excuse me?
They have a
Oh,
companion.
Companion. Oh, they're not playing. Oh,
What?
I see.
I didn't get it. Okay. Sure.
All right, Gigantha's here, I guess. I guess, yeah, you should be alerted that they have those, right? Like,
I thought we knew that. I thought yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab Elishnorn.
Because next turn we can, get Elishnorn in your yard while also clicking.
Yep. That must have been
God, I
like a
love
note
Fauna
in
Shaman.
there. This card is doing so much fucking work.
I love Fauna Shaman so much. It is one of my favorite creatures in the entire history of the game. Survival of the fittest on a creature is pretty good.
I'm super happy with how powerful Puppeteer Click is. This is a kill spell.
Okay, they figured it out.
They know who to. Yes. All right.
All right.
Understandable.
Our seat of
How
power.
did I say?
We can still play the Puppeteer Click, so no problem.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I mean this gets us back mana that we just lost from the Signet. So.
Okay. Also, exiles their Golos.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's gone forever.
Also, I can grab Mana Confluence.
That's what I was thinking. And then if you draw this Legend Signet, you can play that Elishnorn out of your hand.
Gross. It's a gross thing you just suggested.
Foop.
I know I was the one who said that we like that is possible at any point, but also it's still gross, you know?
Alright, I'm going to attack with Chupacabra because I do want it dead.
Yeah.
So we can mannequin it back to destroy whatever 5-minute creature they play
Yes.
next turn.
Yes. Thank you for obliging.
Correct.
I love it. I love you getting rid of your zombies to make me more powerful.
Alright, so they have 4 cards in hand. We know one. They also have a Beanstalk Giant around, which is like...
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's right.
It's a big boy.
It's big. It's not trampling, though, so I don't really fear
Yeah.
it.
It's a big boy that will kill our Puppeteer Click if it attacks in, which means we get another trigger off of Puppeteer Click.
If we can kill their Gigantha, then that's a thing to steal that also lets us cast Elishnorn. Right?
They're leaving up blue specifically here.
Like, this does tap for 5... Yeah. I can... If I steal this, I can cast Elishnorn. Okay, good.
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good too.
Let's just do it. 2 modes.
Yep. And then we can end step on their turn get the Elishnorn.
Alright, so opponent reveals their hand. Of course, based on what they have. If they have 3 kill spells, I ain't gonna fucking do it, but...
Yeah, if not, we just play Skull Prophet out and then just start getting ourselves more options.
So... Show me your hand. I want to know what's in... I want to know what you got.
Have like one piece of removal and only that, so we can steal something.
Censor.
Censor.
Chromanticore is their 5-color creature that we were talking. They had. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my god, they can bestow that onto
Onto Gigantha.
Do we get rid of the
This sucks.
censor
Ooh.
here?
They're gonna
think
slam a
we get rid
worm coil, and there's not really much we can do about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we grab the censor here because like the migration path means they get 2/2/2s, but then we can. But it doesn't matter because we can get Elish Norn out, whereas the censor would actually be able to counter Elish Norn if we went for it.
Yeah, I'm worried about the Chromanticore. That is active on Bestow, and it's +4/+4 flying lifelink for a strike trample vigilance, which makes us a 9/9 with those stats.
Yep. And even if it's just a 7/7 because we have Elish Norn on the battlefield, that's still terrifying.
Chromanticore, the card that could just very well have also just been white-green.
I'm actually thinking about getting back the Chupacabra instead.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, then it just means they have a 5/5 with hollow stats, which is not nearly as terrifying.
4/4 even.
Oh, 4/4, right? Yes, the thing it's going on to is a 5/5.
Yeah.
Then if we get down to a 2/2 with Elish Norton later somehow, it's not even a thing to worry about.
Yeah. Of course, leaving out mono like this means they might just not do it.
I mean, if they just waste time,
this
is
is also their coalition victory thing. Like
Yeah.
if they draw coalition victory with Chromanticore and play, the game ends.
It's at least one of. It's probably like their most viable one.
Yeah.
Although,
also,
funnily enough, I think if they do bestow it, it's not a creature on the board, right? So, like, that means that it wouldn't.
As long as it's bestowed, it wouldn't count. But if I kill the bestow target,
yeah,
it does not take till the upkeep to trigger. It is on the resolution of the spell. Coalition victory does not have a delay.
it's a weird one because it's a sorcery and not like an enchantment or something.
It's a one-shot cast. You cast it and you win on the spot. So we are seeing an opponent who does definitely have it in their deck. Okay, they're going for it. No, this is Worm Coil. Nope, okay.
Okay, cool.
There's the bestow.
Perfect.
Okay.
So I just want to choop this.
Yeah.
Fail to bestow still puts the creature on the board, though,
Yeah,
right? Like,
it does, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Can't stop that.
But also, this stops them. Actually, they cannot use, like, even if they happen to have, like, a land in hand and then, like, play land, tap Gigantha to try to play the Worm Coil, Gigantha's mana cannot be used to cast a Worm Coil engine.
Yeah, it can only cast colored creatures. Or it can't pay for generic, is the idea. It can only pay for colored costs.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think on that turn, I probably would have, if I were
They
my
do have
opponent,
the 8 mana for Coalition Victory, but we also know that they don't have the Coalition Victory in hand, so...
Yeah. They have to top deck it.
Or rather, okay, they did actually cycle away Migration Path. They didn't play it.
Yes, so they just have the Worm Coil known. Alright, I could Undead Gladiator cycle things.
Is the scope problem already still on the battlefield or as a different card entirely?
I like the mana.
Probably is a different card.
I don't know. Let's flicker this. Okay. Then I don't need to cycle this now. I can just wait.
Ilharg. Okay. That's something.
Let's cycle you to see if we get a playable. I like that.
Yep.
That's targeting odd. Will kill the Puppeteer click permanently, but...
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. They're going to attack with Chromanticore, we just block.
I feel like it's actually better to maybe wait for them to play the Worm Coil and then choose even.
Problem is I want that Chromanticore off the table. That threatens, like, some... Maybe they go for, Beanstalk,
Oh, sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I guess if they attack with the Chromanticore, that's killing the Puppeteer click, which is what we want anyway, right? So
0 is
yeah,
even.
what do we grab here? I'm assuming that we're going to block the Chromanticore.
We can only grab the Gigantha.
We can grab Gigantha, which, yeah, is fine. That is mana for us next turn.
I'm blocked to get these off the table. Like, I don't want to leave Chupacabra as a stealable thing, you know? Or I want it to be recurable. Also, we're going to have some nice mana next turn, so...
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So far, that taps for 2.
No way.
This is combat. What are you doing?
This is an instant. What's up here?
Oh, first strike. They messed up on first strike. This is a mistake.
Oh, yeah,
I make this mistake all the damn time.
Yeah.
Because you don't get punished for it. They're gonna untap and realize what happened, and then they're gonna cast Beanstalk Giant post combat, and then we just name odd, and it sucks because you lose up to your click, but.
The question is, what happens if we find Living Death? We just cast Living Death, right?
Oh, at 100%. The moment we draw it, we cast it. I want this to be Beanstalk Giant right now.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, the problem is Wormcoil Engine's still really hard for us to answer.
Yeah.
Do I want to discard Ilhard to cycle?
Yeah, I feel
think
like
so.
you do.
Yeah, I think so.
Ilhard
Also,
isn't gas unless you have things in your hand, and like you don't when right now.
I have a big brain thought. Do we attack with our click and Jagantha here?
Not Jagantha.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on if we need Jagantha for mana. I guess there's no real point to attacking with it, but
I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, we give our opponent the chance to be like, oh, why'd you attack? I get a flyer with first strike. That's never gonna work. And then
first strike and lifelink. They might want to gain the life.
Maybe. I think that they're gonna recognize that they should not do this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's clear that they shouldn't, but always the chance.
So we name Odd.
They have exactly black, red, or green left. There's no way that they can actually respond to this. So.
Okay.
Great.
That gets rid of their Chromanticore, which means a coalition victory is probably off the table for them now. So chances are it's off the table for them now.
So here's our problem.
Wormcoil Engine is a buster.
Yep.
This motherfucker is huge and big and strong and
He's no one's friend. Also, Rada, how you doing?
Rada gets big. Rada get real big.
Rada gets big. Okay.
Rada, they're close to double activating that, which would kill you in Gungo.
Yeah, I think we're down to Living Death or beef it.
Or bust, yeah.
Okay.
Living Death would just ruin them, though. If we do rip it.
Turn these around, yeah.
Okay, they attack us for 2.
Better make sure to cycle this then, Sab. We got a 2 in 21. It is a 1 in 10 chance to draw Living Death, basically.
Yeah. All right. Here it goes. That's 1. I'm gonna go ahead and grab back the.
Because you can do this and play the swamp and cast Living Death.
Well, too little, too late, I think.
No.
No?
I have a blocker. Rada don't trample.
Ah.
This is the reason I recurred this card. We'll take 10. Rada can't kill us. If we draw a land, that won't be. That's like Elish Norm, but that's not enough.
I mean.
Okay, obvious attacks. So you get one more draw here. No, you cannot whip at instant speed. The card has a sorcery activation on the back half of it. Alright, no reason to cycle. It's even odds no matter what.
Bummer. All right.
Quick checking if I whip back.
If you whip back Elish Norn, you go down to you'll take 4 because you can still block with Elish Norn on the Rada.
Nah, this goes exiles your end step.
Okay, right, my mistake.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything we
Best we would have is like Chupacabra hit, and then we go to 8, and then we die to 10 crackback.
Yeah. So no, we are done here. I think we just.
Yep, I'm just double checking. Yeah, there are lines, but none of them work. Like none of them prevent us from taking lethal damage next turn.
Yeah, I think we'd be far less terrified there for the Minotaur Bed Coalition victory. Because it means that the Chromatic Core is much less scary and less something we need to deal with immediately.
Yeah.
That means like Elish Norn coming out.
Do I want Heartless Act then for that sort of biggie?
I think so. They showed a lot of big stuff. I think just being able to destroy our opponent's board is going to be really useful.
Yeah. I like Brutality and Freebooter. I like... What do I not want here?
I think the whip feels maybe a little bit too slow against his opponent. I'm trying to decide if the whips would have been better if it wasn't just a dead draw at the very end of the game.
Like if I would have been able to have it in play, we would have been able to like recur, like Chupacabra and a couple other bits like that, and that would have been nice.
I think maybe the Skull Prophet.
I was thinking that or Illarg.
Yeah, Illarg is just a big body so far. It hasn't really done much for us.
Try that. All right. Round 2. Our opponent has a strong greed pile. Oh, yes.
I like this.
Probably hold on to that Brutality. I don't need to upkeep stop here, thanks.
Okay, check out the Wellspring under the Companion Area Zone.
Oh, it was a very tiny note, huh?
Yeah.
I see it.
A special area for a companion waiting to be cast.
Well, I want to draw a discardable. I want to draw a discardable card.
Yeah, I mean, worst case, you can discard a land if you get another land here. Or just Heartless Act it now. Nah, Brutality.
I'm just gonna.
Brutality drop Simulacrum.
Brutality drop Forest.
I think Forest is probably your best idea here. I like both the creatures you have in hand.
They have a fully mana hand.
Oh
okay,
God,
get that out of here. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, now they can play Saint next turn, they can get Gigantha into hand, and they can cast that the turn after?
They super prioritized having as much mana as possible over anything else and keeping that hand.
Yep. Well, they figure their deck is gas, so
yeah,
and they're right.
Yeah.
All right, Nyx Weaver's sweet because it's gonna start setting up our grave, and if we mill out our
Living Death or anything really that you want to pick up, you can just pick it back
okay,
up.
that makes some sense.
Yeah, that also makes sense.
Also, they drew. Also, they drew. Let me put the Gigantha away for now. Okay.
The beginning of your upkeep, mill 2 cards. That is
E-Witness
an
and
E-Witness.
Swamp. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go grab our second black.
And then you have a Chupacabra that you can just play. So you've got a lot of ways to disrupt their board now, which is good.
Yeah. Also, I forgot that if you ever see Living Death going to the grave, you can always use your, Spider to get it. So there's no risk of you losing your UNS to that milling it, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Spider is a really good card, actually. It has its own built-in failsafe. Also, Taiga and Volcanic Island, huh?
This is Golos.
Pretty good mana base, buddy.
Is this Golos?
They just ripped Golos. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah, they just ripped Golos. That's fine.
So here comes Field of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a very comparable card. So.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I absolutely want to because we don't want to. This card exiles on its active. Sadly, you can't full loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They figured that one was maybe a little bit powerful. Yeah, so if they do ever use a removal spell and we have mana up, we can always just get a Witness
Yeah.
back, Weaver, so that's not the worst.
Also, right now, like, so they're gonna grab field. Have 5 lands. Their hand is 3 cards, 2 of them known lands. So like it's still gonna take them time, and they're taking 4 to 6. Like they're under clock. It's kind of a slowish clock, but they're gonna grab field because they already have all 5 colors: black, red. You know.
They don't have 5 basics, but that's okay. That is not their primary of winning the game, honestly. It's just,
Well, they have 4.
it's punching you to dead.
It doesn't need to be basics. It just needs to be land types.
It doesn't actually need to be basics.
No, it's land types.
Even though the card says basics,
No,
basic
it's
lands.
basic land type.
It says basic land type, not basics. So this Signet's a sweet draw. Terror of the Peaks in the yard.
Yeah, I'm pretty glad with those mills. Let's just get that. Maybe we get to see a Living Death this time.
Gladiator ain't doing anything with the current hand because I certainly don't want to discard Heartless Act, but it's there. It's another recursion piece. This is probably just grab their companion. I hope, because I sure as hell don't want to see Wormcoil. Cycle a Canyon. Then grab their companion. Play a land pass. Okay, Signet.
Okay.
Then land, then companion. They're worried about, like, that a 2/2 just isn't enough right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Kite Sail and land.
Okay.
I
Shipping
guess
in for
hit him for
6.
6. Yeah.
Let us deal damage to an opponent. So they play the
You
mount.
see, Dunk Masterflex right there. Dunk is both short for Duncan and also for dunking. You see, it pulls double duty.
So this is they can't play the forest to activate their field. They need another card name for it. They can cast Gigantha. Wow, they're actually cycling the 7th card name.
Wow.
They well, obviously, again, they 8 life,
Yes.
6 power.
1/2 a turn does not really get them there.
No, like the math actually doesn't work, especially when Solomon and such are friends here. I don't want to hold lands for Gladiator because I want to get to 8 mana in case I mill.
Yeah, I think our
Living Dead.
optimal, the best thing here for us is a. Okay, well.
Oh, that
What
card's
you got?
dying. Yeah, let's see what you got. Oh, good God. Why does it show me all
Faber
10?
Welder.
Okay, let's get rid of everything that isn't pickable here.
Starting Faber Elder and Vona
Yeah.
Butcher Magon.
Okay.
Which. Sure.
They can't really activate that. It will kill them basically very quickly.
Yeah.
Like they don't like okay, it has lifelink, and if they assume that, but again, we could just Heartless Act it out of the way and then swing past them because we have 2 creatures left, and then they will die. Faber Elder though.
I'm just gonna kill the Niv so I can attack for 6.
That's fair.
And then, like, if I need to Heartless Act again, I can.
So I think they played the 4th that we know about.
Yep, right here. So. Alright, let's mill 2 more. Land, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold it.
Yeah, mannequin. All right.
Actually, no. We play it. They might, like, get it incidentally. Colagon's command.
Yeah.
All right, opponent. What do you do when you have 3/2/2 2-power creatures facing you down?
Well, I got problems. They need to play a 7th land name, Vona, and Fayborough Elder all in the same turn.
They're digging very heavily.
Yeah, they have a lot of cycling. This deck is very consistent out of them.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense why they wouldn't mind keeping, a
Super.
6-liner, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
This is Wormcoil? Looks like Wormcoil. I don't like it if it's Wormcoil. We don't have a good answer to that.
no Wormcrawler is going to get us. Okay. I think we just keep milling cards until we mill something that deals with Wormcoil.
No, they're dead.
Hmm?
I should have killed them last turn. I missed it. I missed a lethal.
Oh.
Luckily, I
Can you just
didn't.
get back Terror of the Peaks?
No. Opponent's at 2.
Oh. Brutality. Yep. Uh-huh.
Fair enough.
I should have killed them last turn. Okay.
They didn't let you draw a card, so it didn't matter. We're good. No information was gained.
Yeah, but like I should like they could have played some sort of thing, like just that was something I should have noted. We could have killed them a turn earlier. All right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Stuff they have that I don't like. Anything we have against their sort of like we don't have like we have Extinction Event, which is a good answer against
It's your best answer to Wormcoil.
yeah. Any other useful? Just not especially.
No.
That doesn't. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, this one worked, but it was mainly off the back of your opponent's deck self-destructing a little bit.
Well, they had the like, yeah, they had a. Like, this was a game where I want Skull Profit on 2. Let's kind of keep it as going.
Yeah, I think that we got basically our best shot against our opponent with the deck we have.
Yeah. But yeah, good to note. Did you know that we can just kill our opponent on 2 life?
It's weird. Why would you do that?
like I even looked in the grave. I'm like, well, if I recur the terror, that's not immediate lethal. It's a flyer on board. That's not really enough. I thought about like just recurring it and playing the terror because they couldn't kill it because the terror you have to pay 3 life to target and they didn't have 3 life.
But then you figured out, wait, Drain 2 is my yard.
Ooh,
Kite Sail Freebooter. Oh, this is actually really good.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Probably gonna turn to that Freebooter over the Signet.
That's fine. You don't have anything to do on later turns right now anyway, aside from the Archfiend, which won't come out on turn 4 anyway. It won't come out on turn 3 anyway.
Yeah, can come out on 4 at least, though. That's nice.
Yeah, but specifically because it can't come out on turn 3, it's fine.
Ooh.
Even better. Nice.
Perfect mana forever. I like it.
Yep.
Okay.
So what do we say to our opponent to deal with the freebooter? Like,
Skull Prophet could also come down on turn 2.
This is the beatdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3-1. Just fuck him up.
Next turn I get Signet plus Freebooter.
Yeah.
There you go.
4, and then we have the Archfiend.
Their own Signet.
And then there's their own Signet. Okay. They've drawn a few cards and they've played.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so their hand is gas. Kites. Ooh.
That freebooter's coming down right now.
Yes.
Okay, we have a perfect opportunity to just mess them up. Let's go. Hand disruption is the perfect thing to happen against Screw. Oh man, that's a hand. What the fuck?
Wait, Nothing to steal.
Dang. Oh, is it?
Because you can't steal the Beanstalk.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep. All creatures. Dang.
We can't steal anything out of here, but the only card that they can play are, they can send it on an adventure and Spark Double, right? No, they can't even spark double. They don't have the colored mana for that. So
Yep. So
they've got a very slow couple of turns here. That is a good thing for us.
They're
Okay.
gonna giant.
Now we just punch them.
Yep. Then
For
we
3
just
damage.
Oh, no, that's why it's too many cards. Okay. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
It counted the adventure as 2 cards.
The Archfiend next turn, get down as big as possible, just start beating. They might be forced to, I think they have to footsteps here. All right, they're going to go with the...
Interesting. I mean, this might get him to a land drop regardless.
And discard some garbage they don't like, so... Missing that land drop is where...
That was quite the
That's
game that he went
fantastic.
through.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Especially as we're playing a 5-power flyer this turn.
And hey, there's a decent answer to Wormcoil.
Yeah,
It is a decent answer to Wormcoil that then would later interact really, really, really well with what is it, Puppeteer Click?
yeah. Well,
Because Wormcoil's thing is just on Leaves the Battlefield, isn't it?
no,
And
it's on death.
It's
on death specifically. Oh, never mind. Damn.
They're at 13. I have a Chupacabra to kill, like, anything they play. I get a Solemn. I get a lot of setup here. This is a very, very bad position for them.
They really should have gone for the more consistent, if slower, plan of Beanstalking. Yeah, Fertile Footsteps.
Understandable that you want to try to high roll with this, especially when you have like garbage. This is like it's a clone on your side.
Yeah.
So like, then they don't have a board. It doesn't do anything. Grabbing
Yeah.
white so that they can cast Vona. Yeah, this looks like
And they drew the Triome this turn, so
hand is not fully known, but close.
okay,
Yeah.
there is our way to deal with Wormcoil if it comes down.
Yes, and like, do I just want to Chupacabra the Falconwrath right now?
If you do that, you will get... Does that reduce the... You're doing 6 in the air. If you do that, you kill them next turn.
Alternately, I just attack them for 6 in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, so is the Vona flying? Is the Vona flying?
Vona is lifelink.
So here's the thing: if you kill their creature right now and attack him with their 3/1, then that puts him down below 6 or below 7.
Yeah.
Which means that you can attack in the air. For
Can they cast Chromanticore?
Yes, but we can Extinction Event it and attack for lethal.
Yep.
Okay.
It's
Actually, no. They have a colorless land.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Oh, they can filter it into.
Okay.
that.
Green, and then what is this
Yeah,
blue?
they do.
Okay, yeah.
They've got green. Yeah, they've got
They
full.
can't cast Chromanticore.
But if they just pass that, I Extinction Event odd and attack. Like, we lose our Archfiend, but I just don't care.
Yeah, we lose Archfiend. We still hit them for 6. So
I'm going for pressure here. Because the thing is, I want them as low as I can, so
we
that
just started with Solemn, which is something we do not know about. So
yep. I want them as low as possible here. Like, they might have some sort of wrath. Well, actually, no. Like, what wraths could they possibly have? They have Jagantha. They can't have a double white card.
Yeah, that's true. They could have.
I think it's like Blasphemous Act or Extinction Event, and we already set up our board to not be Extinction Eventable. So I think they're going to play Chromanticore here and then die when I Extinction Event on odd, or Vona and then die when I Extinction Event on odd. One of the two is going to happen. Yeah, so Chromanticore. This is them trying as hard as possible to not lose.
and yeah, even if they decided to do Wormcoil Engine, we'd also do Extinction Event on even and murder them.
Yeah.
So
This is on odd.
And then we do 6 damage and kill them. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
So
That was a.
It turns out the way to beat the Field of the Dead deck
Get
is
under
just
it.
fucking destroy it before it can do anything.
Yeah, the moment
Yeah,
we drew that
get
Skull
aggro.
Prophet was just like, this spying has 3 power.
Yeah, that's a really strong dork. He's huge.
3 power.
Oh, Black Green Blade of the First Pride. Why not? Go for it.
Yeah, that taps for mana and taps for mill.
Yeah, if you get to his name, you don't need mana.
I've said it 1,000 times. God, how good that mill 2 cards line looks.
I know.
Yeah.
Tap green or black, tap mill 2.
It's not. It reduces, I think, 10 or 11 words to 3, and like
I'm gonna go pull up that card in Oracle right now. See how it looks as printed.
it just, yeah. It lets mill exist without taking up 2 full lines of text.
It's Skill Prophet says put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard, and like it's just so much.
Yeah, 11 words.
Put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. Yeah, 11. Remember back before they became sane and used they pronouns for your opponent, and it said put the target player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard.
Yeah. Yes, I do. They've made a lot of changes over the years in templating that are strong stuff. All right, I'm so happy with this deck because we've gotten to do the thing it's all about, but we're also doing some like just outrageous maneuvers. We're also fighting M. Fishman 09.
Mike Fishman born in the year 2009.
Yep.
And
Good old Mike Fishman.
it's a tiny bit slow, but we got the
Full mana makes me feel real nice.
Yeah, that too.
Full, and also being slow on the first game against an opponent you have no idea what they're doing is generally okay, I feel like.
Yeah, especially with a, do you want to cycle that Archfiend?
You currently have nothing that you really care about doing anything with it, so
yeah,
sure.
I think we don't have any other plays. Yeah, we cycle that Archfiend.
Fishman.
We want to just start finding ways to put things into our yard so we can, Oh.
All right. Well, they kept a one-lander.
All right, that's what we call a one-lander. All right.
Okay.
That's sometimes is magic, y'all.
All right. Well,
Whoops.
I hope that doesn't happen again. I want to see what your deck is like, Fishman.
Yeah, we saw planes.
They are playing white, probably.
Their deck probably operates fine on the play.
Right. This hand is very slow. But why not? We already won once. All right, so their turn 1 play. Okay, now this hand is good.
Well,
no, wait,
not yet.
You need the green.
Not yet.
You need the green, and then this hand is good.
If we draw green right now, everything's forgiven. Okay, you know what? I like Playcrafter.
Yeah, uh-huh.
That's good. That's like a removal spell that also lets us Puppeteer click back what we stole.
Verge Rangers. Good luck, buddy. You're on the play, and you've drawn lands. That's not activating, first off, and then it's also dying.
I'm just going to Playcrafter that.
Yeah.
Is that every swamp? I think we're at swamps.
Cool.
That's good.
Well, next turn we can probably do the whip.
Yeah, just put whip down, call it good.
Yep. You can whip up Playcrafter again if you wanted to.
Yeah, if we need to just kill something. I can also click it if it's like, or mannequin it if it's like a super.
Hello, Mangara.
That's something I would like to
it's a good card.
To click.
Do I just want a mannequin then? Kill it?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, because they're gonna get rid of the whip if you don't. So feel free.
I also
and then you can.
Yeah, I don't want them also to be able to like cut me off color or something because that's what
totally.
this thing is permanent. That's old.
Yeah. Which means it's not super good against them because it looks like they're mono white so far. But they're probably gonna have some powerful play that we can click and then click their thing and then immediately destroy it. Oh,
okay, here we go.
We can
Mole Drifter.
Mole Drifter
with life gain attached to it.
Damn.
Hey, listen, that means you can click that up, okay? You can get your own Mole Drifter.
My thought here is that we immediately click exile other island, then we like let them trade with our click, their cloud
Sure. Yeah,
cloud, cloud laser.
if they trade with it in
Yeah.
combat, we get it. So
Then we get it, and then we get to draw too.
all right, let's cut them off of blue.
Let's be just rude. This is the rude play for idiots.
Mm-hmm.
And by idiots, I mean rude geniuses.
Genius idiots. Idiot geniuses.
Here's our 5 mana destroy target island.
Uh-huh.
Well, exile target island, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for the gas.
Goodbye. Also like seeing Undead Gladiator with Fauna Shaman around.
Yep.
You do someday need to draw that forest though, right? Like eventually?
O-ring.
Revelark.
Revelark. The Revelark. Revilark.
That's not Karmic Guide. That's the one that doesn't target. That's the one that gets 2 things, right? Okay.
Revilark. Revelark.
Reveal arc.
It's a really good thing to.
Extinction event.
Yeah.
It currently does nothing. Importantly.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can safely just play the whip here, as because there's nothing really for you to do. Either that, play the whip. You have 5 mana, right? Okay. You could also cycle the Undead Gladiator. I don't know.
I'm kind of
Scat just creatures you control have lifelink on the board, I guess.
Yep. Setup turn. We can't really do much else.
Well,
like
cool.
this will be useful down the road.
Cool thing here is that like we can get back Plague Crafter, kill one of their things, sack Puppeteer Click, steal their thing.
Yep.
Still off blue.
But they still have plays. Okay.
O-ring.
Good move. That's fine by me. That's
Sure,
actually
yeah,
completely
totally.
fine by me.
I disagree, but you got it.
You should have targeted the Puppeteer Click with that, Doug. We're playing black. We're not destroying enchantments. Alright,
Alright, now I think it's time to cycle that Gladiator.
Yeah, like... if only so you can manually discard the Elesh Norn at this point, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You need... Come on. Green source. Let's go.
Give us another land so we can keep building a mana. Like,
Go for the Selesnya thing. That would be fine. Just go for that. It's okay. We would still be able to play Skullprop. No, we wouldn't.
No,
nope,
we
would need 4 mana to do that. Yeah. Well, it's fine. It would be okay.
They are thinking heavily on Cycle Undead Gladiator, I see.
They can't respond to this. What are they doing?
Thinking deeply. I don't know.
Chupacabra's pretty nice.
Yeah, glad to see Chupacabra.
Okay.
I'm glad to get like Chupacabra and Revelark when they have nothing in the yard to bring back.
Oh my god. Okay, like I can kill their Revelark, steal their Revelark, recur Chupacabra.
Ooh, what do they offer? 7 planes. Okay, good.
Elspeth.
Yikes.
is-
Yikes.
Yeah, yikes. On the other hand, completely invalidated by Elesh Norn in a lot of ways.
It can always, destroy Elesh Norn, but yeah.
Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and kill Revelark and attack Elspeth.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
makes sense.
That's a good one too. Well, that's a real good one. Ooh.
Keep in mind, they
Is
can
that better?
No, because they
Because,
can,
like...
No, they can just minus to destroy it.
Okay, yeah.
it would be because we could then start Undead Gladiator bullshit, but
But you need to get Elspeth out of the way first.
yeah. And the thought here is that, so like I go ahead and kill their Revelark. I love Revelark so much. Did you know it's on
It's a
Leaf?
pretty... Yeah, it's a pretty good card.
On Leaf's play. Attack Elspeth.
And now they're gonna... All right, so they're gonna block with this here, but this is gonna give us another activation of Puppeteer Click. Which, what is the play with this?
I think we draw 2.
We'd
gain
steal
2
their
life.
Cloud Blazer, draw 2, gain 2, because we don't have a yard for Revelark to grab, and we can't. We could maybe get the land off the top, but like I'd rather just draw 2 and play the land than just play the land, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like we really want to draw. Okay, Solemn Will.
That's
Fine.
that
I'll
is a
take
land
Solemn
eventually.
Simulacrum.
Okay,
That is eventually a land.
exile that. We do need this just off the goddamn table though, because
We
like
do.
the emblem happening is like the end of the game. So
Yeah, we currently have a
like I can just
a
extinction
dual
event their
flyer.
board
Honor of
out.
the Pier or something. Sorry, the Dictate of Heliod.
I want a 6-drop. I want a 6-drop. Like
Okay. They're doing this with just the interest of killing you here.
okay. So we're 1 turn away.
Okay, hold on a second.
Hmm.
Living Death means that Alright, so Living Death means that you get rid of all of their creatures, because they can't come back anyway, regardless of what happens. They get the Verge Rangers back and Revelark back. You get the Ravenous Chupacabra.
We get the Puppeteer Click, we get the Chupacabra, we get the Plague Crafter, we get the Undead Gladiator.
You do have the E-Witness to pick up the Living Death again later, which is nice, but like the problem here is you'll have a good spread of creatures to swing at the Elspeth is the important thing.
Yeah, one thing I can also do is I can go ahead and play Solemn here and then like try to go like Extinction Event even. Oh, that gives her a Solemn though. Shit.
Yeah, you would need to have
I mean, you could attack at Elspeth with Solemn. See if they double block it.
We have 1 more turn before I have to Living Death.
Elspeth's emblem. Is that the
+2/+2
one?
flying.
Oh, okay, right. All right, never mind. So long as you have Elishnorn on board, it's just the flying.
Yeah.
It's still bad, obviously. I'm joking.
Yeah, we have to draw a land in order to make the full combo work. If we were to like, maybe I just play Archfiend and force them to either play removal or minus Elspeth.
If you do that, then they can at most plus Elspeth. And if you do Extinction Event, they can minus Elspeth. But at that point, Elspeth's off the board and they have no creatures. So.
And the Archfiend will be in the yard if they answer it.
Yeah.
If they don't answer it, we wrath their board and attack. Like, their board gets murdered. So. Let's do Archfiend. Okay. Took a while to figure out what the hell our play was here.
Yeah,
8th land, 2 cards in hand.
Alright, so that blue is an extremely a splash.
Yeah, that was the Mole Drifter. Okay.
Okay, that gives you more turns. That's fine, actually. That's okay.
Yep.
That removes every problem I
A lot
had.
of breathing room, yeah. So now you can probably, take the time to get Elishnorn in the yard.
Yeah, not this turn, but next. I'm gonna Solemn, I think, this turn.
Mm-hmm.
I can just Extinction Effect the way of tokens if like we're in actual danger, you know.
Right.
What's their play here? 6.
If they choose to play an even cost card, that seems like a pretty good thing to do. Is just they have the Karmic
They
card.
have
level
the
up.
combo.
Okay.
We Living Death here.
Cool.
Well, the Karmic Guide will do its full thing. Upkeep, do I want to...
This might be a pretty good chance of drawing lands, but that might be tapped, and you might not draw one, so I think considering you kind of need a land to be able to Gladiator and then do any of your plays.
So let's draw first.
Okay, the order on Living Death though means that the cards enter they enter the battlefield second, right? And then you put everything that got exiled back into the graveyard?
We're not going to be able to click their Karmic Guide because they'll be able to Revel Arc the Karmic Guide.
Okay, right.
Yeah, Apnap. So, also apparently had more swamps in the deck.
Right, no, we had 7 swamps in the deck, actually. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Puppeteer click ain't stealing anything.
Could we this turn Extinction Event on 5? Or on odd?
Yeah. I think so.
Because then we take 6 more damage from a bunch of soldiers, but we don't have to worry about that, their indestructible combo of flyers.
And then next turn we can do the thing and that'll recover it, I think. So let's do odd.
And now they have only tokens on the battlefield and no creatures in their yard, which means that
they have Verge Rangers, but it dies to 3 active
Oh sure, we have so many ways for that to die, so.
Okay. So
this is also game 2 after they just gave up on the first round, so it's like we're not really actually at threat of losing this match. So,
and we've had an incredibly bad draw this time around.
Straight up not having any of the green in our deck. Wild.
We're halfway through and we've seen 6 lands, none of them anything but like black sources.
Yeah, we can stack things so that we can kill Verge Rangers and then force them to sack Elspeth.
Oh yes, good call.
Yes, the Marsh Flats, so they just have a fetch. Sure.
They're probably gonna go grab a
Tundra.
Ah.
Yeah, it's
All Fountain. Yeah, so 800 basically.
Oh!
Hey,
there it is.
Wow.
Okay.
Anyway.
Nothing than play Fauna Shaman.
Anyway.
Hello, buddy. Did you know that this is a Wrath for your board?
Okay, so Plague Crafter is going to be the last thing that resolves.
To force them to discard?
No, to force them to sack a Planeswalker.
Oh, right, yes.
That card has so
Plague
much
Crafter.
text.
Yeah.
That is a weird card. Okay.
Play
All right, later, Elspeth. Good to see you.
I'll go ahead and sack our Undead Gladiator.
I think Playcraft can only miss your opponent has like basically no
board, no hand.
element permanence and no hand, so.
There we go.
All right,
And then the Solemn can grab the other greens so you'd be able to play an E-Witness if something bad happens here.
you know that when you're playing against an opponent that has like 6 cards in hand, and
There you go.
yeah. That like it's just a matter until they turn it around, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that went 6-1, so that's pretty dope.
That was extremely good. That deck got to do all of its things.
Except for the one that turned out wasn't possible.
Well, we even tried.
That's fine.
We even did illegal moves.
We did do it.
Yeah.
We did the move. It just didn't kill our opponent. It just didn't do anything. Oh boy. Oh, that's a blast from the past. Cataract Leviathan.
Cool. So yeah, this is a cool cube.
Yeah, this cube, wow. Sad it's going away tomorrow. I guess, again, I do these on Tuesday, and it's like, wow, this is sweet, and you get 8 more hours to do it. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, this cube is a lot of fun, makes for some really strange decks. Our opponents, like, both our plans and our opponents. We have, Like we got to do our incredible murder combo with Terror. That tabling was just the deck, right? Like, yeah. So yeah, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and swap things over to Xenoblade, but thank you very much, Kabanaw and Doc, for jumping in.
I'm glad that my energies for playing stupid Living Death Reanimator actually did seep into here.
Yeah,
I love it.
They made it. Yeah, thanks to everybody. If you want to catch more of this and such, you can always follow, so you're live, subscribe, get the cool skulls and slimes. There's new Zendikar coming out on like Thursday. I'm probably gonna try to fit some of that in over the weekend. I guess there was supposed to be a pre-release event tomorrow, but I didn't even remember it until today, so I definitely didn't do any sign-up thing for that. That's didn't think on that
last
one.
minute? Huh.
No, they already have sent
Okay.
out all the
All right, gotcha.
installs by this point.
Makes sense.
But yeah, so all right, I'm gonna take things down. We're gonna swap on over to Xenoblade for a while. But yeah, this deck was freaking cool. I'm super happy with it.
Yeah, it was great.
So
All right.
All right,
Have a
good
good
night.
one.
yep. All right, see you on the flip side.